part of the HyperX Podcast Network.
So in this dream, I am hired to film a documentary about the band Weezer,
right.
of whom I was a big fan for about a decade.
Right. Sounds like a dream project.
Yeah.
No pun intended.
And I'm summoned to this hotel, to the top floor. They've rented out this huge hotel penthouse. And for some reason, the inside of the penthouse is it looks like a Japanese garden, I guess, because they're all weebs. It's great.
Is it Vegas? That would make sense.
I don't remember the city. It very well could have been Vegas. And I show up and I've got my camera and I see that the front man is balding and he's trying to conceal that fact. And so I say, "Hey, nice Rivers Cuomo over," and then he fired me, and that's it.
Wait, they were hiring people for their own documentary? Is that what's going on?
Yeah.
Why would they do that?
I don't know.
Come on, Weezer.
I don't know what's up with
you
them.
Egotistical. Just let someone else come with their own idea for a documentary. Why do you have to be in control of it?
Control freaks.
Another great Konami game. It's No More Whoppers. Welcome to the show, everybody. My name is Ray Barnhold, bungalow installer, and with me as always, unique New York, Alex Fraioli.
Hey, I'm podcasting here.
Alex, we're here. We've reached, I believe, the 10th anniversary of this little show.
Oh, yes. Oh, my God.
We've come some distance. Look at us now.
We've come a long way, baby.
Look at us now. I have gray hairs in my beard now.
Me too. I'm growing my beard out for winter. It's
sickening.
It sucks. I hate it, but my wife loves it.
Yeah, wives do, don't they?
Yeah.
Well, that's it.
Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Right.
You can catch me on pitui.org. That's pitohui.org.
I do have a topic later I'm going to talk about. It's sort of related to the sort of growth that we've experienced throughout the course of the show.
Sure.
We'll get to it in a bit. But I do want to start off, if you don't mind, with a brand new segment.
What?
That's right. In honor of our 10th anniversary, I have a brand new segment. Alex, are you ready?
We haven't even done the How Are Yous.
I guess you do mind. Okay. So how are you?
How are you? I'm pretty good. How you doing?
All right. Yeah. Well, good question. I feel like I'm just swimming through a ocean of crap right now. So I did move. I moved into the new house.
That's true.
I wouldn't say exactly settled in because there's still some work to do, but everything's placed. We can sleep in it. It's good. It's good. Quite nice.
Excellent.
I guess I got, there's things to clean still outside mostly. I had to buy a lawnmower. I'm doing real shit now. And then.
Wow. You're like a dad.
Yeah. It's turning into that.
I've never owned a lawnmower.
It's okay. I got a small, cheap one, so it's all right.
Oh, fun.
Battery powered, though.
I kickstarted a lawnmower that will also make you a French toast.
Wow.
Why don't you have that? Yeah.
Well, we were also given a brand new toaster oven.
Ooh.
That also has an air fryer in it.
Ooh.
And a bunch of other modes for cooking various things.
I think air fryer is a marketing term. What actually is an air fryer?
Convection oven.
That's it?
Yeah, basically.
That shit's been around for a long time.
But it's good for making chicken tenders.
That's what I've heard.
Yeah.
But they decided to just kick up the market by putting fry in the name and calling it air fryer?
Well, putting it in originally, a small enough appliance, that does one thing. But now everything is adding air fryers to them or modes and stuff, like this oven, for example. And then I also saw like a grill that has like an air fryer compartment in it. And also regular kitchen ovens and stuff are adding them. It's a sickening trend.
But like convection ovens have been around for decades, right?
Yes, but this time they have been repackaged as fryers because they say, well, you know what? You can just add a dab of oil to whatever you put in there, and it's like they're as good as actually fried. And you don't get as much oil, so it's good for you too.
Yeah, I guess.
That was the worst inflection of any sentence I've said in the past 3 years.
Very natural. You're doing great, buddy.
Holy shit.
I'm a loaf. You're doing fantastic. I'm a loaf.
Anyway, so I got the house is going well, but then I also had to start school, university now, like a week later. And yeah, it's piling on. It's piling on. I'm as busy as I've ever been.
Like a bee.
Yeah. I mean, I could have taken notes on all this, but it's just so much different shit. I don't even know where to begin. So, I mean, but a lot of things, just a lot of complaining is what I mean.
Well, let's. I mean, complaining it can be healthy, but let's keep it to a reasonable minimum.
Okay. Well, first of all,
hi.
We had 3 unrelated plumbing problems in one day.
What the fuck?
The first one was I discovered a hairline crack in one of the toilets, so that was leaking into the wall and then back out of the wall.
Oh,
so we had to buy a new toilet.
Oh,
but hey, new toilet.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, pretty good.
Never been used.
The second problem was when I went downstairs and the dishwasher was running and going okay, but then as soon as I came down, it started gushing out of the air valve. You know, next to the sink, they have that little cylinder near the top of the sink where the air valve for the dishwasher. Anyway, that was just gushing out water.
Oh, jeez.
It turned out there was a plug in one of the pipes to the garbage disposal that prevented the dishwasher drain from operating correctly.
Oh,
so it decided to just throw air. I didn't exactly understand, but it was something that I would not have found out by myself. And
all right. Now hang on though. Speaking of the basement, I heard that you also you went down and you got scared because you thought the boiler was like growling at you and talking to you.
That was once again Home Alone, Alex.
And then you told it to shut up, and it comically clamped closed, and then you went upstairs.
That was a different little blonde boy.
What?
Home Alone.
No, my wife is here. Oh, Jerry. Okay. Continue.
All right. Plumbing problem number 3. Same day. That night.
Jesus.
We have a water softener tank. It's like a really big, tall cylinder that is attached to the pipes and everything. That has like some sort of other drain mode. And one of the pipes connected to that drain was just loose enough to also be spraying water as soon as it activated. And so half of the garage was wet until I found it out. Luckily, it's easy to shut off, and so I reattached the pipe, and everything's good now. But Jesus.
I'm not laughing at you. I'm just laughing at the idea of, I think it was the word activate that you used, as if you were standing there and you shouted activate, and then you turned a switch, and then your garage got wet.
Okay.
That mental image makes me laugh real hard.
Felt like that.
Oh, good. It's a very, very go Wagon-R situation.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Go Wagon-R.
Right. I know what the reference is, but I don't know how it relates.
I better turn up the volume so you really understand.
All right.
Go Wagon-R.
No, still not getting it.
Are you
Go Wagon-R.
How about that?
Now I get it.
Okay, good.
You got a friend in me.
I know.
Bringing back some drops there.
Randy.
And then, okay, this is not plumbing related, but we all realized for the first week that the dryer, we have a gas dryer. For the entire first week living here, we realized the gas wasn't on.
Oh, no.
They shut the valve on the gas pipe, so I had to turn that back on. And all of a sudden, hey, the clothes are warm and dry. Who knew?
Now, hang on. Are you also, like, they say that you can put just like a couple of drops of oil on them so that when you put them in, it's a little bit healthier? Is that
right? Your delicates? Yeah.
Do you find that to be true?
I haven't tried it yet.
Crispy boxers?
No,
you should try it.
We're going to try it, yeah.
it's going to knock your socks off and then right back on because they're clean now.
Yeah. Right.
All right.
And then another thing is that there's just a pile of garbage in the garage now, just lots of cardboard boxes that are flattened.
just smash the sides. There's a pile of garbage in the garage now. Smash cut to just a picture of Joel sitting sadly in the garage reading a book.
Why does Joel get hurt in this?
I don't know, because he's the punching bag we have in common.
God.
Canadian sex secrets.
What was that?
Canadian sex secrets.
That's him. The creeper of Banff.
Yeah, so we've been adding so many new things to this house. There's just lots of cardboard boxes and styrofoam to take care of. So we'll be working through that week after week of garbage.
That's a lot. How are you supposed to dispose of styrofoam properly?
Plain landfill garbage.
Cool.
Plain old garbage bag. Put it in the regular garbage.
Did I ever talk about how I had to deal with cardboard?
No, tell me your cardboard history.
Oh my God, no! The last couple times I've moved, I've obviously you need cardboard boxes. Also here's a unrelated, but here's a pro tip for folks who live in Japan and are moving. If you need cardboard boxes, don't spend your hard-earned yen on them. You can go to any supermarket and say, "Hi, I need cardboard boxes," and they will say, "Yeah, go around the back, take as many as you want."
Okay, sure. Yeah.
It's pretty great. In fact, some of them even have the cardboard boxes up front, like near the entrance for people to just take, which is great.
Ain't Japan great?
Yeah. And sometimes, like as a bonus, they'll smell like strawberries or something. It's great. Yeah.
Even the fish ones. It's great.
That's less great. I'm pretty sure the fish come in a pneumatic tube.
I see. Yeah, well, very efficient. Does Japan have the Home Depot?
Oh, efficient. I get it. Home Depot, they have home centers. Not quite Home Depot.
Right.
There's one called... What?
I was also half encouraging you to give us the translation of the Home Depot in Japanese.
I don't know what depot is in Japanese.
All right.
The hell would depot be?
I thought you were smarter than that. I'm just kidding.
Buh?
Duh.
It's not. So disposing of cardboard in Japan. I thought you could just put cardboard out with your burnable garbage and they would take it away, because what's more burnable than cardboard?
Yeah, exactly.
So I moved and I flattened all my boxes and I wrapped them all up in twine. Also burnable, by the way.
Yeah, you got to, the twine part, that's another Japanese thing. Right?
Yeah. And I put them all out with the burnable garbage. And they sat there for a couple of weeks. They did not take them until eventually I happened to look outside my window one week and I just saw somebody drive by in like an unmarked pickup truck and take them. And I don't think this person was related with the sanitation services. I think he was just like, well, some idiot left these here. I have to take care of it. So the way that I take care of it now when I move is... I open up, I sit myself down in front of the television, I put on 2 or 3 seasons of Monk, and I open up a burnable garbage bag, and I take a cardboard box, and I rip it up into tiny postage stamp size pieces over the course of several hours.
Wow.
I do this with all of the boxes, and then I just throw them out in the burnable garbage bags. Some fuss, some muss, but it works.
Okay. Wow. Nice. Easy home tips from Alex.
Yeah, jealous?
Just waste half your day tearing up pieces of a box.
Whoa. Excuse me. No time spent watching Monk is wasted. Do you see?
I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I apologize.
I've still not seen the episode where Jimmy Pardo guest starred, though. I'm looking out for that one. What?
Nothing. I'm trying to find the right drop.
It's jungle out there.
Yeah, it's jungle in here, too, turns out.
Mm-hmm.
Mitchell!
Hang on, I'm getting a weird, like, shimmery effect on my soundboard. I was also getting it on my Twitch chat the other day. What's the deal with that? What's going on with that?
I don't know.
I thought you were a Windows guy.
I don't have the instant problem solution for you.
All right, fine. I'm just making conversation.
Okay,
Look, we're
fine.
Stuck here for another 2 hours.
I guess so, yes.
You know what I mean? Let me open up my soundboard again. Maybe it's going to stop shimmering.
God damn it!
I don't really know what shimmering means. You mean a form of echo?
All of the keys were going out of focus and then coming back into focus and then going out of focus again.
Oh, that.
And it also happened with my Twitch chat yesterday as well. It was bizarre.
Out of focus? Like literally?
Like getting fuzzy, yeah. I don't know why it would be doing that.
And you're not like moving them around or anything?
No.
Is it your monitor?
It was happening on both monitors.
Yeah, maybe one of them's getting slightly disconnected. It's not making any boops or beeps when it does that.
What do you mean slightly disconnected?
I don't know. Maybe a cable's
not,
loose.
No, but it's not everything. It's only those 2 apps so far.
Oh, I'm sorry. Which apps?
SoundPlant today and OBS yesterday.
If you tried turning it off
I just restarted SoundPlant
and then leaving it off and then moving out.
Okay, go on.
And living a life of a vagrant.
I tried it.
Oh, shit. All right, Alex. Well, can I now go ahead with my new segment here for the 10th anniversary of No More Whoppers? Are you ready?
I don't know. Can you? See, you took too long to explain, so now Okay, yes, go.
Hey, can.
Yeah.
I like that word because this is a brand new segment called Snack Booze Copy.
Excuse me?
Or maybe booze drink copy? Drink booze copy.
Okay. You say that with such fanfare as if we're supposed to have a theme for it.
Yeah, well, you know what? I'm an artist, and my avant-garde style is to not have a theme for such a thing.
Can I add a theme anyway?
You want to create one? Yeah, go ahead. Oh.
Perfect. Beautiful. Cut and print.
All righty. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. All right. That's right. This is about the copy you can read on the side of a can of booze. Alex, I have with me a beverage. I am not going to state what the beverage is. I believe the copy will reveal that, and I believe
That's
also
fun.
lend to the absurdity of what I'm about to read.
Okay, so this is drink booze copy.
Yes,
okay,
that's right. Or snack booze copy, booze drink copy,
snack booze copy.
Maybe, yeah. Okay, you know what? You can choose whatever one you like.
Good.
You laughed at that one. How about that?
All right.
Okay, here we go now with this copywriting on a can.
Yep. Okay, say the thing, please.
The revolution is on. It's an idea, an attitude, our belief that there's something more just waiting to be discovered. It drove the pioneers across the Oregon Trail and our microbrew and winery friends to change rules and start a revolution in craft beverages that has become a hallmark of Oregon. By the way, Alex, this is made in Oregon.
I see.
There's something about the Oregon rain. Something that drives creativity and a passion to craft the greatest possible expression of that which you love. For some here, it's beer or wine. For others, it's donuts, coffee, or sneakers. In our case, it's premium sake, Junmai Ginjo. It's our Oregon craft sake, based on the ages-old methods of our Japanese teachers, handcrafted with a revolutionary spirit in that same Oregon rain. And that, yeah. Junmai Ginjo craft sake.
Okay, is this just straight up pure sake, or is this like a flavored thing?
I've had it. I'd say it's more on the straight side, but it does describe it here. It says a medium dry, crisp sake with fresh aromas of melon, green apple, and anise, plus subtle hints of citrus and honeydew.
Yeah, that sounds heavily flavored.
Well, I believe that's what it's infused with. I don't think it really had that flavor to it.
I mean, I guess subtle hints, but still, when you list 5 different flavors, I feel like those are going to add up.
Well, you know what? I'm not much of a sake snob. I just drink the stuff. I don't know much about craft brewing sake or anything.
Yeah, I'm clearly not a sake guy now, and I wasn't really when I was drinking. But I did enjoy the occasional atsukan, which is just hot sake in the winter.
Okay,
that,
sure. Yeah.
Boy, that gets you going.
Bonus copy.
Ooh.
This is vegan friendly, gluten free, and kosher.
Yes.
Now wait a minute. Sake, is also described as rice wine.
Yes.
Rice has gluten in it.
It does. Although I feel like in the fermentation process, the gluten's not going with. You know what I mean?
I suppose.
I don't know, though. I don't know how it works.
I don't know either. I'm not a fermentation guy.
What is a fermentation guy?
A guy who went to college for it.
Okay.
Yeah.
His name's Tom Post. Is composting? Does that count as fermentation?
Maybe, yeah.
All right.
I think it does.
I'll ask someone who knows later.
Okay. Anyway, once again, Chunmai Ginjo craft sake. I've had it. It's good sake. Just lame copy.
There's something about lame copy that makes me sad, and I don't say sad in like a general, internet way of like such and such makes baby Jesus cry. I mean, like an actual
epic.
Epic. Yeah, I'm talking about like an actual emotion. Like you use the word discovery there in the copy, and that's one of my sad words when talking about products.
Yeah, the first line.
Yeah.
Our belief that there is something more just waiting to be discovered.
Yeah, there we go.
I mean,
yeah. I don't know what it is. I think it's because I tend to be overly empathetic. And so when I see language like that used in marketing, I start to get very sad for the people who would read that and believe it. Like I get sad on behalf of people who are emotionally vulnerable.
Yeah.
And I hate it's like if I watch children appearing on TV, like in commercials or kids shows, I get overwhelmingly sad.
Just the appearance of them?
If they're like expressing an emotion, like if they're happy or sad, I will get sad.
Okay, I understand.
Like this is like 10 or 12 years ago, but like I was crying watching I was flipping through Japanese TV and I came upon this kid show, and it was like this little girl and a talking chair. It was live action. It was a live chair.
Go on.
And the chair like lied to her or like destroyed something that she loved, and then she started crying. But it was like fake kid, it was child bad acting crying, but it was still the saddest thing I'd ever seen in my life. And it makes me sad by association. But then when I see happy kids in commercials, that also makes me sad because I know they're fake happy and no kids are going to be that happy for real. And if a child saw that commercial thinking they would be that happy with that toy, then they get the toy and they're not that happy, think of how sad they're going to be. That's how my brain works.
That's a lot of levels to go with that. I was just ready to agree with you with the sad thing, not the happy thing.
Yeah, it works. Like I can't win. I can't, like whatever emotion it is, I'm getting sad.
I mean, as a kid, I was more, sensitive to things where other kids in media were sad or whatever. Yeah. So I understand that. Less so as an adult, watching a child enjoy themselves. I don't go that far, but
let's consider this one. No kid is going to be sadder than the kids who have to drink that sake.
Yes.
Right. Because kids they don't like it.
Yeah.
As far as I know.
Well, you never know. I mean, it's got all those flavors in it.
I guess. They had for New Year's we went to I went with Ruri and the in-laws to a temple, and they had it's tradition to drink amazake over New Year's, which is sweet sake, and this temple was selling non-alcoholic amazake, which I guess you would still drink it for the tradition part of it, but like even then I didn't want to because I don't know, it's kind of gross. Like Sake is not a flavor that I enjoy unless I'm getting falling down drunk, which basically means I'm never drinking sake again.
I don't. I like it. I like the flavor of it.
I don't know.
And I'll get drunk on it. Sure.
I'm not a huge I don't hate it, but I think it's because I was like coming from the alcoholic mindset of anything that gets me there, and sake was very good at doing that.
Yeah.
But then flavor wise, I was never a huge fan. But I didn't hate it either. It was just kind of there.
I suppose if maybe you were, if not you, Alex, but if someone was a more desperate alcoholic.
Oh yeah.
The taste of it might be like, oh man, why don't I just drink fucking rubbing alcohol? Because it does have that.
Yeah, I was never
quality.
bad enough to drink rubbing alcohol, fortunately.
It's smoother than rubbing alcohol, I'll tell you that much.
So are you!
Yeah.
But Amazake takes the sake flavor and then just makes it, sweet. It's right in the name. And sweetness is also not, I'm not big on sweet stuff either. So it was like a double no thanks.
Well, yeah. But Japan has a large market of non-alcoholic beverages that are
that is
faux
true.
alcoholic.
Yes.
Yeah. So I guess they're trying to innovate.
Yeah, I don't fall into that I don't fall into that demographic just because I never drank for the taste. It was just, hey, let's get blammo. That's what I would say every night.
Uh-huh. Your wonderful catchphrase, yes.
Yeah.
Let's get blammo.
Let's get blammo.
I'm Alex.
That's me. Hi.
The very empathetic Alex.
I can't help
It's
it.
a book.
It's a book. Don't make the book sad.
Good for you.
Good for you, book. You're a good book. So seriously, there's only one good book, and that's the Bible.
Really? I thought it was the Langoliers, but that's just me.
That's okay. There's two good books.
Okay.
I refer to the Bible as Torah Gaiden. Can I do that? Ray, hello?
Yeah. Oh, you went to that temple. I see.
Yes. Temple of Time. That's my temple.
Uh-huh.
Zelda.
Hey, speaking of Ocarina of Time, they reverse engineered it. And
What?
apparently the guy in charge was a milkshake duct.
Oh no.
That's all I'm going to say about that.
Okay.
You can look it up.
Why? What is the infatuation with Ocarina of Time?
Oh man, I wish I knew. But
Because it was the first 3D Zelda?
yeah, you got to realize also the generations before us, after us rather. Sorry, time is out of my generations after us. There kids who grew up with the N64 and such. That's just what they're going to be more attuned to and appreciative of. And combine that not just with nostalgia of those kids, but also even actually people our age who have fondness for 1998 and how that was the best year ever in gaming because Zelda came out and Metal Gear Solid came out. And so, that gets lifted up on a pedestal as well. I think those are two of the things involved in it.
I see.
Despite the fact that Ocarina of Time, the original version, plods along frame rate wise and doesn't feel very smooth. They did polish that up for the 3DS version. The 3DS version is the one to play. But I digress. To answer your question, I don't know.
I mean, I played through it again when it was ported to the 3DS, and that was probably the most I've enjoyed the game.
Right.
Because they kind of smoothed out some of the edges a little bit.
That's pretty much what I just said.
Yeah, but it was still it still feels very it feels like a very lonely game to me. It feels like there's just nothing going on.
Oh.
And it doesn't help that no matter where you are, all your footsteps sound like someone's bare feet slapping against concrete. And I don't know why that is. Slap, 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 slap. Hi, slap, 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 slap.
Oh, it's not that bad. I think you're just I think you've been walking in the water too long.
What? I'm walking on sunshine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Legend of Zelda: Walking on Sunshine. New for Nintendo GameCube.
It's not really a cube.
Kind of is.
The cubes don't have handles.
Well, shut up. Okay, thank you.
I can't speak again until you say my name 3 times.
Alex?
Alex. Alex, what's going on?
Does that count?
Yeah.
All right, cool.
Hi.
I do get angry a lot. Shut up!
No, wait, I'm sorry. I screwed this up. I didn't even get your name right. I'm sorry.
2 words. Stanley Tucci.
Now, hang on. We talked about this before we recorded. That's 3 words. Stan Lee and Tucci.
Yes, we spent 30 minutes deliberating this
We
before
did
recording.
it.
Yes.
Make up your mind. The drop should just be 2 words. Stan Lee. Can you do that?
Excelsior.
Thank you. That's 1 big word.
Sure, I can live cut that probably. Let's see here.
Good.
Oh shit. Oh god. I got to relearn this program. I'm so sorry. Oh Jesus. Oh, the thing's getting away from me. Oh,
Stanley Tucci.
well, hold on. I'm just working
That's
on
just
it.
the guy's name. That's
I'm
just
just
the
working
name.
on it.
Stanley. Stanley.
There you go.
Stanley.
Thank you.
Stanley.
All right, so
Stanley.
2 words.
Hey, you
2
like Donkey
words.
Kong
Ray.
3?
Stanley. Stanley. Stanley.
Oh, the Bugman. Yeah.
Yeah.
Stan Lee is also credited as the creator of Bugman. Did you know that?
It's Ant-Man, you dolt.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
That's fun. Oh yeah, I saw that. I saw that new Spiderman.
Oh.
Did you see? Yeah. Did you see it?
Yeah, I talked about watching it last episode.
That's right. Okay, I forgot. I rather enjoyed it.
All right, you want to talk spoilers?
I think so. I think it's been out long enough. I mean, yeah, it's been out in Japan for like a month. So if anyone, I mean, typically,
If anyone Japanese is listening, turn it off now.
The thing that bugged me about when other pop culture podcasts would talk about comic book movie spoilers was they would say things like, well, the movie's been out for a month now. If you haven't seen it by now, you don't care about spoilers. Or I live in Japan, asshole. How about that? How about that?
Your
How about that thing I
inflection,
said?
your inflection sounds like a very recognizable person. I'll say that.
Yeah. But yeah, so it has been out in Japan for about a month. So if you haven't seen it, it's new to you.
All right, here's your spoiler warning.
All right. There we go. All right. So, yeah. Okay. Right. There's not that many dogs in the movie.
Okay, starting now. Hey, come on. All right, I watched the movie, and all I really wanted was a version of the movie that was just with him and with the Tom Poland and Norman Osborn. See, what if it was just about Norman Osborn trying to reacclimate into society?
I thought about that as well.
Yeah, that would have been a fun one.
I thought that would have kind of been a fun, like there already was kind of a fun fish out of water element with, all the villains coming into this universe that's not theirs. But it would have been more fun for me if it was Tom Holland and Willem Dafoe just in street clothes, just walking around New York City and just like trying to find Willem Dafoe at like an engineering job or something.
Right.
Yeah, that would have been fun.
Oh my God, we're on the same wavelength for once. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
You know what? We need smaller, more intimate movies of this
We
nature.
do.
We don't need all these
kissing.
We
Yeah, why didn't they kiss?
don't need all these big blockbuster. Oops.
Time for Spider-Man.
Slipped on a key.
All right.
Excuse me.
I'm keeping that in.
Sorry, let me play the actual Spider-Man theme.
Wait. Ray,
Yeah, what's up?
I'm pretty sure that's the famous John Williams score to Jaws.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
All right, it's this one. Spider.
Yeah, that's yes, perfect. Hang on, I had a Jaws tweet. No, it was a draft. I didn't tweet it.
Marvel
But it's not
Spider-Man.
good.
Marvel
It's
Spider-Man.
It's
Spider-Man's
not good
gonna
enough.
shoot webs.
Thank you. It's not good enough to tweet, so I'll read it out here.
Okay.
Alternate universe tweets be like, can't believe 3 men in a too small boat was almost called Jaws Lamau. Thanks, everybody. Delete draft.
All right, very good. And yep,
I'm here to help.
That's now recorded. That's on record. Uh-huh.
We're having
Okay.
fun.
Yeah.
No.
Yes.
What else about that movie? Well, everybody seemed to enjoy that Andrew Garfield. He really seemed to take to revisiting that role.
Yes.
And
I didn't realize how much he is very similar to Ben Schwartz.
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah.
The delivery and even down to the hair, like they have the same hair. It's
Yeah,
just different colors.
The hair, yeah, especially in this movie, the hair was very Ben Schwartzy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
I see what you mean about him being quippier. He seemed to be the snappiest of the Spider-Men.
Well, also watch Amazing Spider-Man 2. You don't have to, but again, that's where they upped the quippiness, and it's like finally they do it. And yeah,
Maybe
and then
I
they
will
lean into it in this movie as well. And yeah, he had people seem to really enjoy him, despite the fact that those movies were not the most loved ones, which really says a lot about that man's talent.
I think it says a lot about his likability, because even at the end of the movie, it made me think, maybe I should go back and watch Amazing Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I was emotionally manipulated and very moved by the scene where he saves Tom Holland universe MJ and he cries a little bit.
Yeah. Because I didn't really know what that was about until I saw the movie. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
I see. Gwen falls.
Wait, was that not something that actually happened in Amazing Spider-Man 1 or 2?
No, it was.
Oh, okay. You just forgot?
Okay, I forget my own timeline. Did I say I watched the Amazing movies after No Way Home?
I don't know.
Anyway, I didn't know that Gwen Stacy fell from the tower or whatever. So
yeah, well, she's gone.
Yep.
See you later. It's been great.
All right, bye.
Here's my only beef with the movie, and that is the ending.
Yes, people love thinking about this one. Yeah.
It doesn't make sense to me is the problem. Like, I'm not necessarily criticizing it. I'm just saying I don't understand it. So like Spider Kid is like, hey, Doctor Strange, can you just make your spell, make everyone forget that Spider-Man is Peter Parker?
Mm-hmm.
Sure thing, can do. And so he does that. But like, couldn't people go on to J. Jonah Jameson's website, jjonatruth.org, and look at yesterday's broadcast VOD to see that, yeah, that's Spider-Man? Like, what about media? What about recorded media? He didn't specify any of that shit. He just said, make people forget.
Well, whenever you see something like that, a wizard did it.
Hey. Okay, that's what I thought. In this case, a wizard literally did it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Magic, man.
I don't know. Maybe they tried to add a little explanation in like ADR, but someone was like, "It's too obvious."
Yeah, it'd be like the original cut of Blade Runner, just like
yeah,
Tom Holland doing the Harrison Ford thing, just like. Co-written by Hampton Fancher.
Outside of that ending, I did rather enjoy it.
Yeah. Entertaining set of movies there, that Spider-Man.
Yes.
Like I said, really the only Marvel hero I find any appeal in, to be honest.
At this point, I think me too. Because I don't know what's going on with the rest of the MCU. Because I got to tell you, the last movie I saw in the MCU in the theater was also Spider-Man.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Well, not theater, but I don't know if you know. Whoa, hi, Ray. I don't know if oh
my
I
God,
swear to
what
God,
is
brain
happening?
is fine. Brain is
Do you want
fine.
to take that again?
I can see, I can smell fine. I'm sorry.
Pac-Man for NES. I'm jizzing in my pants.
10 years and no more.
Here's to 10 more.
It wasn't in the theater, but I did see a recent Marvel movie at home, and I don't know if I mentioned it, but I did watch Shang-Chi.
How was that?
That was all right. Yeah. That
Okay.
also, I think, maybe leaned in a bit too into the mystical stuff because they end up riding mythical dragons and stuff. Riding, yeah. To defeat some evil power that's not explained too well, but
I don't know anything about Shang-Chi. I've never read the comics, so it's probably going to take me a while to get into
they
that
did
one.
change a lot. I did read up on it, and they really did change some elements from the comics. So it's nearly an original story, basically.
Oh, wow.
Like the main villain, his dad or whoever, is a different character than the original comics version of that. So basically, wholly new character for the movie.
I'd also heard that they changed a lot for the Iron Fist's Netflix series a few years ago. But
who cares?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, what we got was whiny rich kid who learns how to punch.
Yeah.
Which I don't think that's what the comics were, but I don't know for sure.
No. Well, Shang-Chi is good, and if you watched Iron Man 3, you'll get a bit of payoff. That's all I'm going to say.
Really?
Yeah.
You can tell me.
All right. Spoilers for Shang-Chi as well?
Yeah, that's even older than Spider-Man. I think we're fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
True enough. Yeah, they reintroduced the original Mandarin, the Ben Kingsley character.
Oh, wait. As the Mandarin or as...
No, as Trevor whoever, the actor.
Oh, okay. Fun.
He apparently the syndicate or whoever run by the actual Mandarin just like imprisoned him and turned him into sort of a jester for them. Anyway, they find him in a cave and he becomes a bit of part of the cast, and it's pretty fun. Good to see y'all.
In the main movie?
Yeah, Ben Kingsley comes back.
Okay, that sounds like a post credits goof.
It's not a cameo. No, he's part of the plot.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, fun. Sure.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Where's my Shang-Chi and Gandhi team up?
Gandhi 2.
Yes. Was that a UHF gag?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes,
Crocodile Gandhi. That was the critic. All right. Which is pretty good.
Pretty
Holy
good.
shit. Why don't we take a quick break because we have a lot more to cover on the day of our daughter's wedding.
Okay, yes. And
All
the
right.
10th anniversary of our podcast.
That's right.
Oh my God, we should have scheduled this better. We'll be back.
I do get angry a lot. Yeah.
Hi, we have a podcast where we go to Podford University, a fake college where you...
Wait, it's fake?
Yeah, what? I just paid tuition.
I did too.
To who? We're doing the ad. Let me finish. Find Podford University, available wherever podcasts are sold and on the HyperX Podcast Network.
It's time to tap in with the HyperX Quadcast S microphone. The stunning HyperX Quadcast S features dynamic, customizable RGB lighting, a convenient tap-to-mute sensor, and 4 selectable polar patterns, so it can broadcast crystal clear audio whether you're gaming, streaming, podcasting, or impressing your remote colleagues and classmates. So what are you waiting for? Join the Quad Squad and tap in today with the HyperX Quadcast S microphone.
folks, we're back. It's No More Whoppers. I'm Ray. That's Alex.
Hello. She's doing fine.
All right. Cool.
I just FaceTimed with her last week.
I'd say this new house is comparable in size to your parents. Not exactly the same floor plan or anything, but
Wow.
it feels big.
That's nice.
So this house has 4 bedrooms.
Wow.
Plus a bunch of additional stuff from, I believe, the previous owners. They added a sunroom, which is just a big, open, featureless room.
I know what a solarium is. Is it a solarium?
Sure, why not?
Cool.
The papers said sunroom. And then they took half of the garage and made it a apartment-sized room, which I am in right now.
Oh,
they do believe they might have rented it out because it's one of those bullshit Bay Area apartments where it just doesn't have a kitchen of any kind. It's just a bathroom and one studio room. And then they're like, go fend for yourself, fucker. These bullshit garage apartments that were big in the Bay Area. Also, what Shang-Chi is in at the start of the movie.
what?
His apartment's in a garage, a converted garage.
Okay.
But here it's half of the garage, and we can't fit any car in it yet because of all the pile of garbage that I told you we have to get working through.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
But yeah, this is what I'm in now as my office/studio. So, I moved from the garage closet last time in the last house, but now I have both desks in one room so I can turn around. And if I feel like streaming, I don't. I'll go ahead and do that. Or while I'm talking to Alex, I can go and look over at my work computer and see that, oh yeah, there's Unity. Okay, hi everybody, I'm back.
What kind of screensaver you got on that thing?
I don't have a screensaver, I have an auto shut off.
What the fuck?
Come on, Alex, it's 2022. Who has screensavers anymore?
Yeah, you're right.
Come on.
Yeah, I know.
Come on. Give me a break with your after dark ass.
I used to turn on a screensaver when I went to bed because I didn't want to have to put my computer to sleep because the monitor is too bright.
Oh, what do you do that's so important?
What? What do you mean? Nothing.
Just okay.
But it's
another bit dead in the water. Thank you, Alex.
Sorry. I just, when it comes to computer stuff, I just assume that you are going to make fun of me.
Well,
I don't know why.
Listen, even if I didn't know everything there is to know about computers and technology, you have had such a great streak of bad luck that I would still be encouraged to make fun of you. So
it's been incredible.
Yeah.
But yeah, I noticed it. Well, I used to put my computer to sleep, and then I noticed it would wake up at like 2 or 3 in the morning and stay awake. And suddenly there's this blazing monitor across the room just staring me in the face. And I'm like, why? I put you to fucking sleep. What are you doing?
I have, I've had similar things, especially recently, because like I expect the monitor to go to sleep at certain times, but I guess some programs just keep it up. Like videos and things are one thing, but I'm not leaving a video playing when I go to bed. But when I come back in the morning, it's like the monitor's still on. I'm like, what is it? Is it Unity? Is it your fucking fault?
Oh God!
But like, it was inconsistent. Like sometimes it'll do it, sometimes it won't. Sometimes the computer will properly go to sleep and not, and I don't get it.
I eventually looked it up and found out there's something you can disable to make it stop doing this. So now I put it to sleep and it does not wake up in the middle of the night.
All right. You want to enlighten us? Here's Alex's tech tips.
No, I can't. I forgot what it was. It's done.
Fine.
The information has left my brain.
Fine. Okay.
And yeah, it's just it turns out it's easier to put it to sleep than to enable a screensaver. Like I know what's on your mind, and that is, why don't you just turn the monitor off? And it's not easy to do because the switch, it not only is the switch like deep in the back where it's hard for me to reach, it's also a weird, like it feels like a thumbtack. It's it's a weird switch. Yeah.
One of those weird joystick, thummy joysticks.
Yeah. So what I do is I just put the computer to sleep and then I turn the second monitor off because that's got an easy accessible switch. And that's that.
Yeah. Well, I got a new monitor and it has like a power saving feature, and it just shuts itself off. It doesn't listen to the computer. The computer doesn't have any domain over this monitor. I tell the monitor to shut off after 3 or 5 hours or whatever, and it's just like, yeah, okay, cool.
That's fun.
And then I forget to turn it back on when I come back in the morning. I'm tapping the keyboard like, well, I want to come back. What's going on? All right.
Monitors are great.
I'll get used to it.
When I bought this thing, I bought this monitor for like 200-ish bucks. Hang on, what size is it? It's
all right.
It's a 27-inch monitor that I had. They said they had at Goodwill for $200, and it's high refresh rate. So I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about it. I played all the way through this beautiful FF14 expansion and forgot about that.
Oh.
But I've been playing so much high-end content, it has been destroying my eyes.
It'll do that.
Yeah, like
that's what all those advertisements in the 90s would say. Graphics that'll kill you.
It was getting to the point where like I could farm some of these extreme boss fights like all day, but then I can't play any games the next day. Like I need to take a day off. And then I realized that's probably not good. So I remembered I have computer glasses. So I started using those.
Windows has its own nightlight as well.
What's that?
Windows has it. Well, I guess everything does now have a feature where it'll just,
yes,
tint the screen at night.
Yes, you are correct.
Damn right I am.
Yes. I also had to just lower the brightness overall because right out of the box this thing was mega bright.
Yeah.
And then I realized, right, I can probably crank the FPS up to 120.
Yeah.
So between the computer glasses and the increased frame rate, it's mostly fine now.
Okay, cool.
I can play game, and it doesn't make my eyes want to bleed out of my skull.
Love those hertz.
Yeah. Do they still make donuts?
Is that the proper grammar?
Yes.
Okay.
Brief FF14 talk, because I know you're not into the magical world of Eorzea, but my buddy Smo and I have been doing these savage fights that I talked about last episode. We got through the first 2. There's 4 total. And we ran out of steam.
Just full on stopped caring? Is that what you mean?
But it's just so much work.
Yeah.
It's so much work.
Yeah.
It's like a lot of work to put into video game to make number go up. And it is fun, and it feels very rewarding to get the clear. But it's a lot.
Yeah.
And maybe it feels like more for me just because of social anxiety, because I've got to embarrass myself in front of 7 strangers repeatedly.
In what way, though?
Because it's so basically savage fights.
What's embarrassing?
Savage fights in Final Fantasy XIV are a highly choreographed ballet of carnage. Imagine fighting a Dark Souls boss, but you have to do it with 7 other people. Like imagine 8 people fighting a Dark Souls boss at once, and if anyone gets hit, you all die.
Oh.
That's what Savage is.
Some people would say that's the best game idea they've ever heard.
No. Well, then those people should play Savage content.
People love their fucking Dark Souls, that's for sure.
Now, that's an exaggeration. Obviously, you can take a hit or two, but it's all about the boss mechanics. Like, there are positions you have to be in, there are things you have to do, and if you're not doing them, you can cause the entire group to die.
That does seem like the... let's call it the tragedy of the MMO. It's like, I have to coordinate with people.
Yeah. That's why static groups are popular for this kind of content, because you know the people, you're probably patient with each other. You have a schedule where you can practice and do clears,
And then Leroy
weekly.
Jenkins runs right in, and then it's all gone to hell.
That was hilarious when he did that, because that's not a smart thing to do in World of Warcraft.
Yeah, and that totally wasn't made up. It really happened.
It was not made up. He really did that.
Yep.
Otherwise, how could it have been recorded? Checkmate, atheists.
And now Microsoft owns Leroy Jenkins.
They do. Do they really?
Well, they bought Activision Blizzard. So.
I see. Yeah, right. Yeah, and Blizzard owns that player. Right. Is that what you're saying?
That's my circular logic. Yes, indeed.
All right. Pretty good.
I'm a gaming analyst.
I know you are.
I know you are, honey.
So Savage is fun. I haven't talked to Smo about it, but I'm pretty sure we're of the same mind. I'm pretty sure he's as exhausted as I am and just wanted to take a little break. I'm going to try to learn the 3rd fight this week. Well, probably next week because I have to edit this episode. But it's going to be fun. Also, yeah, folks on the Discord, we have half a party good to go already.
Okay.
Me, Smoo, Mike Wasson, and Brad, my buddy Brad, is on board for Savage. So, like, we just need another healer, another tank, and 2 more DPS. If anybody on the Discord wants to do Savage with us, we will take you through the fights. We'll teach you 1 and 2 because we know those real well. We've got the voice chat for it. Please, please, let's have a static. For once in my goddamn life, give me a static.
All right. And hey, yeah, I also have a group of people. Oh, yeah, really close friends I play online through the Discord with. Yeah, I'm also cool.
Are you being pissy at me for having friends?
No, I'm just trying to sound cool.
Mission accomplished.
Anybody want to play Halo?
Yeah.
It's free to play.
Is it?
Halo Infinite.
I'm not a Halo guy.
It's an FPS.
It's a frames per second?
No, the other one. Fuck per second.
Fucks per second. Oh, good stuff.
I mean, hey.
Oh, dig this. As long as we're doing game talk, folk, why don't we get right into it? Actually, I can't get into it because I want to tell you right now, I'm playing a secret game that I'm just realizing anybody on Discord can see that I'm playing, so maybe I'll disable that feature. So check this out. I was thinking the other day, why is it that I can't take recommendations from other people? There's something about the way that my brain works that refuses to...
Especially Ray.
Especially that guy. Boy, I'd like to smack that kid.
Let's start with Ray and then work our way out to figure out why you can't take it from other people.
No, it's not just you. It's I don't know what it is. It's I don't like it when people presume to know what I would like.
Uh-huh.
So I decided I'm going to try a little experiment. I am going to buy and play, sight unseen, a popular JRPG from Steam because it was on sale. That's what got me thinking about this.
Okay.
I'm going to play through it start to finish. I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to stream it. I'm not going to discuss it with anybody, not even you, until I'm done playing it. And I want to see how that colors my experience and what that does to my expectations.
Yeah, that's a good idea. That's a nice experiment.
Because guess what I figured out over the past couple of years of streaming and the past decade of talking to you? My brain works real weird and I don't like it.
I'm Alex.
Yeah, that's the guy. And I don't know why I tend to be very reactionary about these sorts of things, and I want to have a better handle on my own thought process, and I want to see what happens if I give myself a 100% unbiased experience.
Cool.
And I want to see if that affects my enjoyment of it, and we're gonna find out. I will let you know when I'm done.
I'm excited.
Good.
I'm excited to find out.
You're gonna. I'm not gonna tell you until I'm done with the game.
I feel like, in some ways, your friends and fans.
Yes.
It's like all we can really do is recommend you things because you're not like independently playing things to begin with because you don't like new games that much and you only play what appears to perceptibly, a perception is that you only play a couple of old games every once in a while, based on Steam and stuff.
Yes.
So it's like, hey, I would love it if you had some free will and showed something that looked neat to you.
Yeah. So yes, I am. I do.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, let's also, to address what you've just said, let's also keep in mind that I'm not a quote unquote gamer. I don't have the time or money to spend on new releases. It's not there. I'm
not even talking about like catching up or staying on top of new releases.
Oh,
just like being a little bit more aware of what may or may not be happening.
Mayor McCheese.
I mean, for example, you said it was on sale, this game.
Yes.
You go to Steam, and of course, a lot of great recent games are going to be on sale a lot.
I don't need you to try to Sherlock Holmes this shit.
I'm not going to try and figure out the game. I'm just saying that is a good avenue for you, I think, to get an idea of what's going on or been going on in games and look for something cool. So, yeah.
And honestly, the fact that I don't have a Japanese credit card hooked up to my Steam, the fact that I have to use convenience store payment is good news for them because it always means there's like leftover funds in my account. And I'm always like, what can I buy for under 1,200 yen? Hey, this looks good.
Yeah, okay, yeah. True. There you go.
It's fun.
Yeah.
That's my secret game. Well, I'll get into that in a couple weeks probably. Raymond, I'm also playing another game on the Nintendo Switch. Can you guess? You know what it is.
Do I?
It's an old. Oh no, wait. Actually, it was originally on the 3DS. As I found out yesterday, I'm finally playing the Great Ace Attorney.
Oh, that. Yeah.
Yeah, I bought the because there's a collection. It's either called Collection or Chronicle. It's called the Seinfeld Chronicles. It's got Ace Attorney 1 and 2, Great Ace Attorney 1 and 2. By recommendation from our good pal Maddie, who visited the bar last month. You can follow her at Oh That's Raspberry on Twitter. She is a fun firecracker of an artist. She came to Nagoya to enjoy a couple days of whatever it is we have.
Okay, so you won't listen to me.
No.
But Maddie's a blonde person who you'll listen to.
Yes.
But I think you were going to play that game eventually anyway.
Yeah, because I like that series.
You're amenable to the Ace Attorneys.
Except 5.
Oh, yeah, I forgot. That was a forgettable one.
That was, yeah, and the, like, I understand, it's a lot of text. Like, I'm not blaming the translators or the localizers because it's a ton of text to have to deal with, but there were a few too many errors for my liking.
Right. Yes.
Yeah.
Feels like we talked about that 10 years ago.
Yes, I certainly don't blame them. But I mean, they were trying to cut costs in every way because that didn't even have a physical release, right?
No.
I remember that much. So I didn't realize Great Ace Attorney was also a 3DS title. Now ported to the Switch in this collection. It's very good. I thought it was weird because I'm in the 5th trial and there's all this shit with like stereoscopic images and crossing your eyes to see a 3D image. I'm like, why are they explaining this to me 1,000,000 times? Oh, because it's 3D. Okay.
You're like Mr. Pitt.
Yes.
Getting pulled out of the office by Elaine.
He solves his cases with a knife and fork. All right.
I shouldn't laugh that hard, but okay.
No, that was a little much. But it's fun. I like it a lot, but I'm now acutely aware of just Gyakuten Saibon logic and
of course
the way that these I think all the games do it to some degree. Some games are worse about it than others, and this one is okay about it until the last trial. I feel like the last trial is there's a lot of inconsistencies that the player notices, but you don't need to address those yet, so everyone in court ignores them.
You're talking about just the first game?
Yes,
because I've heard that the second game is better in general.
That's what I've heard as well. That's what I've heard as well. So I'm looking forward to it. Like I don't hate the game by any means. I'm sort of grinding my teeth through this last trial, and then I'm excited to get through it to start the second game.
All right.
But it bugs me how they will, like, I've already 3 times now in one trial, I've seen an obvious inconsistency and tried to present evidence on it, and the whole court is like, no, what the fuck are you talking about? And then like 20 minutes later, then they're willing to hear about that. But like until then, there's nothing wrong with that logical inconsistency. And it's boy, it gets old. It's like it's an exercise in what am I thinking? Nope, not that. There you go, idiot.
Yeah.
Like I'm doing this logically. That's your whole deal.
Yeah, it's weird that those games never really evolved past that.
Yeah, and they each try to introduce different things to mix it up. Like this one you've got. I mean, none of the that's the other thing is that none of this makes sense. None of the setup makes sense logically. Like you don't have multiple people on the witness stand at the same time, do you? Was that ever a thing? Was that a thing in London?
Just a clown car full of it.
Yeah, like right now I'm interrogating 2 thieves, a foppish dandy, and a detective who are all on the stand at the same time. Like what the fuck? Also, in pretty much every trial, at least 1 or 2 people on the jury have very clear and obvious and known connections to either the trial or the lawyers or the victim. Like, you don't vet these people at all.
The warrant.
Damn, we got it. As they say in London, it beggars belief.
Yes.
None of this is like, I know that it's a fantasy court game, but it's also insisting on its own logic because that's all it has. So like if you're pushing logic and reasoning, like try to set your world up a little more logically and reasonably. I don't buy these people on the jury.
I don't buy it.
Like some of that, like at least twice so far, someone on the jury has had such a connection to the case that now they're a witness. Like, what are the fucking odds that would happen?
Weird.
Oh, it's a video game that you need to solve, so we have to make it easy like that. Okay.
Yeah.
at the cost of extreme believability. Hi.
It does seem to lean too much into being more of a puzzle game than like an adventure game.
And I've had to remind
some deduction.
I've had to remind myself that multiple times over the past couple of trials, but like I'm fine with it. I'm not angry at the game. It feels like the game the series is kind of slowly giving up what it was upholding for so long, which was we're going to try to organize this like a real court would be organized. But now it's just goofball, wacky bullshit. They don't even care anymore.
Really? You think it wasn't kind of like that for a long time anyway?
I don't think, no. Like Phoenix, like the first game, you got one witness on the stand, you press statements, you present evidence. Here you got to pit jury members against each other. What are you talking about?
I just mean, the series up till now.
I've really only played the first 4.
Okay.
And the first Edgeworth game.
Right. That's good. That's a good sample. It's almost how many they've made.
Sample. Yeah, I know.
You don't think it had I don't know. I don't know either, but it's like people remember those characters a lot in those games, right? And those characters are kind of born from cartoon bullshit a lot of times.
That's true, but then that cartoon bullshit is supposed to translate into a logic puzzle. And they by and large make that work.
Okay.
But now I feel like Great Ace Attorney is introducing cartoon bullshit that's just kind of there for the sake of flavor. Like the whole jury system, the whole throwing burning wood onto a scale to make it tip towards guilty and innocent is like, that's fine, that's whatever.
Wow.
But then
now that's old-fashioned.
But then putting characters on the jury who like logically, very clearly have a pre-existing connection to this case, they would not be on that jury. Why? Like, what, did London just not vet juries in the 1800s? What is the deal? Like, that seems like a gross oversight to me.
Well, we'll never know.
It's extreme bias.
Yeah, isn't it fun? Doesn't it make for a fun story and a fun game having to deal with bias?
It's fine. I don't mind.
Maybe it's a lesson about the biases in our own lives.
Raymond!
That we deal with every day.
Yeah, you're right.
In the pursuit of justice.
Justice.
Did you know the criminal justice system is represented by 2 important yet equally something groups?
Distinct?
Yeah.
No, wait. I think it's well-dressed.
Let me check the textbook.
Okay.
2 separate yet equally important groups.
Okay. You got the
police who investigate crime.
Okay.
And the district attorneys who prosecute the offenders.
Okay.
And together, they make up
the Justice League?
Oh, I'm sorry. No.
What is it?
We were looking for the Street Sharks.
Fuck! Wait, if it's two separate but important groups, wouldn't it be the laws and the orders?
Well, yeah, that's true.
Okay.
You got that right.
Have you ever heard of Nintendo?
I'm Vincent D'Onofrio.
Oh, yeah, he was on that show.
Yeah, he was. Yeah, Criminal Intent. He was very Columbish. He had the Columbo role.
Yeah, true.
He basically would show up at the end to say, yeah, we know you're innocent, so you're free to go. Oh, but one more thing. How'd you kill that guy? And the person would be like, I used it as an ice pick. Oh, no.
Yeah, but he did have that sort of D'Onofrio-ish sort of like half crazy demeanor to it all as well.
Yes.
Like, yeah.
Yes. Oh, he was fresh off Men in Black. He was going crazy in every role.
Yes, indeed. I hate it when they typecast people.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll be back with more Ace Attorney talk when I start playing the second game. It's very fun.
Well, I like it better than FF14 talk. I'll tell you that much.
Hey, shut up. That's mean. You can like whatever you like, but you can't talk bad about Eorzea.
Oh. Well, hey, if you don't mind me putting words in your mouth,
go for it.
There was another game I know you were playing that I would like to be playing if I had any time or anything to any free time at all lately.
What? Can I guess what it is?
Sure.
Phantasy Star Online.
That's correct.
Yeah. Clooney Tunes. It's unrelated to Warner Brothers, but thank you.
Mm-hmm.
It's actually a game that I have had to stop playing because it is such a time sink. It's such a nothing. It's such a
It kind of is, yeah.
It's such a make number go up. It's Progress Quest, but in 3D. I can't.
You got to find something else. To add to the experience. Like, you got to just really be actively chatting with friends or something.
Yeah, at least with FF14, I'm playing with people. We have common goals. Servers are very active. There's always people with which to do content. PSOh is just, it's extremely repetitive. It's just, episode 1, I'm still in episode 1, which is just 4 areas. It's very repetitive.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah.
And the game is 22 years old at this point. The controls are not as responsive as something produced modern day. Let's be very generous.
Yeah.
It's a little clumsy to control. Timing, God, the timing for some of the weapons is just awful.
It's 10 years of No More Whoppers, but 12 years since we did our PSOh podcast.
That's right. We should do a 12-year anniversary show for our PSOh 10-year anniversary show.
Yes.
A look back remembered.
No, thank you. But that's okay. It was fun to do.
Like PSOh, it's one of those games that I'm revisiting now in my what I refer to as my final form. As a game I played, when I was growing up, when I was in high school, and I remember just loving the hell out of it because
it was the hot new thing.
That was the hot new thing, and it was the best kind. It was the best thing of its kind that I'd ever played until then. And we all have fond memories of PSOh because we all had fun with it, I think. But it's I
think
it's weird to revisit because it's unless you're playing with somebody, it's a whole lot of nothing. It's fluff. It's one of the purest forms of make number go up, which if you play that for more than an hour a day, you start to feel like a worthless sack of shit. And I was playing for like 3 to 4 hours a day for a week straight. And after a week, I'm like, I cannot do this. I have to stop.
Wow. Okay.
This is bad for me and my brain.
So you're done.
Until somebody wants to play with me. Yeah, I'm done. I have to give credit where it's due. The Athenia server is great. The whole thing is set up nicely. The support is nice.
Mm-hmm.
Everything worked like right out of the gate. No problems. And there actually seems to be a very active community on there. If you like PSOh and have some friends to play with, I recommend it.
Yeah, all right.
But I cannot recommend getting into PSOh as a single player experience because it will leave you feeling like an Oscar the Grouch garbage person.
You know what a great single player experience would be?
Tetris.
Phantasy Star Online Episode 3.
Cool Ass Ray Delivers Revolution?
That's right.
Yeah! I never played that one.
Yes, because of your knee-jerk hatred of cards.
I hate cards.
There you go.
Like, hey, make a game or don't. If I want a card game, I'll buy a deck of cards.
Well, come on, though. There can be some merits to it.
Like what?
Okay. Cards have been integrated into video games, RPGs in different ways. So, can you articulate what exactly you don't like other than just cards by themselves?
It's hard to describe because to me.
Okay, well, let me ask this another way.
All right.
Who hurt you?
I don't know. Magic the Gathering?
Okay.
I guess. I'm not a big fan. I collected cards. I think I had a complete 1994 Upper Deck or Fleer X-Men or Marvel set.
So your dislike is based on physical games.
Games with cards. But I like to play card games with people in real life. Those are fine.
Okay, yeah.
But I don't want, if I'm playing a video game, I want to play a video game. I do not want to approximate another kind of game inside the game.
Okay.
Some
games just use it as a delivery medium, which, works to a variety of degrees. There are, games that kind of randomize your commands by using cards, for example. And that's not that great. That can be pretty bad sometimes when you're just relying on a good draw so you can beat a monster or something. It's interesting, not great. But there are other games that just also just use cards merely as symbolism, and where it's not as random. It just makes it sort of like, oh, you make a deck of commands and you select these commands. And it's like, in that case, yeah, just make a fucking menu. But
yes. You know what it is? To me, it's to bring it back to last week's episode. It's like listening to a D&D podcast. It's like listening to other people play Dungeons and Dragons.
All right.
When I'm like, can I just play instead? Like, I'm getting nothing out of listening to you play. Like, I'm getting nothing out of using cards. Can I play a game?
Right. Okay. Hold on a minute. I gotta wipe something. I gotta clean something off the floor.
You gotta wipe your butt. It's full of poop.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, no. He's sad because I'm right. So, yeah, I'm not a card guy, but I am a PSO guy. And Affinia includes Blue Burst, which is episodes Sweat into the Oldies, volumes 1, 2, and 4. You can enjoy those at your leisure.
I guess so.
I will not be.
All right.
Because my adult brain won't let me anymore, which is I mean, I think I talked about this on my stream the other day, but like there's something about being a kid and thinking that you have infinite reserves of time. And then as you get older, you realize, oh, fuck, clock's ticking. What do? How do I handle the remaining time I have on the earth? Probably shouldn't spend it grinding away in PSO again.
Yeah. Or FF14.
No, well, no. Like I said, if FF14 is different because I'm sharing an experience with friends. We're playing at the same time. Sometimes we're on voice chat. We're hanging out. We're having goofs.
All right. All right.
PSO is just, here's Vol Opt again. Hey, did I get a double saber? Nope. Well, even if I did, I would shove it up my ass and turn it on.
Look, we grinded for this thing. We're going to use it.
We rented the Vol Opt. We're going to film it.
Exactly.
Oh. PSO is a fun game for other people.
I guess so. Well, that's cool.
You're cool.
I haven't really played anything because I've been just swamped with house things, getting tired from working on the house, and then tired from doing schoolwork and all that sort of stuff. So I just chip away at some things. I mean, I got the Xbox hooked back up. And I bought for cheap a game I originally had given up on and am willing to try again. A popular AAA game. You may have heard of it. Red Dead Redemption.
Oh, Cowboys.
Yeah.
I've never played one.
Yeah. It never really grabbed me back when it first came out. I was just like, seems a little boring. But if the second game is so involved and may seem better, then why don't I try at least to sample the first one again and see if that sort of approach can re-appeal to me?
And okay, what did you find?
I haven't played it long enough. That's the thing. We've looped back to my problem of just chipping away at stuff, which sucks because like I got games for Christmas that I haven't played yet as well. I'm an idiot.
Oh no.
Such
life
as
is tough, man.
Shin Megami Tensei 5.
Shin Megami Tensei.
That's correct.
That's fun. Red Dead Redemption was one of those games that I chose not to get into. It was a trio of series at the time. It was Red Dead Redemption, Yakuza, and Mass Effect. That's it. It was Mass Effect because all three of them, I knew a very annoying guy who would not shut up about them. And, unfortunately, even when something is of objectively high quality, if it's coming at you from just a real annoying son of a bitch, you're still not going to want to play something. Yeah. So I chose to sit out on those three series, and I'm only now discovering that, hey, Yakuza's pretty good. Maybe one of the Mass Effects is all right. I don't know.
Yakuza is pretty good, but you haven't actually touched a controller and played one, have you?
I got halfway through Kiwami.
Oh.
I just didn't tell you about it.
Yeah, true enough.
Because I don't share every detail of my life with you, honey.
It'd be good for the show, is what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I should go back and finish it. I'm Alex. That's, yeah. How do you hold fucking pistols in your feet? A high-tech prosthesis.
Hey,
so Maddie came, what?
How about that Bayonetta 3? Okay, moving on.
All right. So when Maddie came down to the bar last month, she played. She's you know her. She's a big fan of the Suda and the Grasshopper. She played a little bit of Shadows of the Damned, which my buddy Tom also played through at the bar recently. And they're both big Suda fans. They spent a long time talking about Suda himself. And she wanted me to make some cocktails that appeared in, I want to say, Flower, Sun, and Rain.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
And I think I had the ingredients for one, and that was a grasshopper. And as far as I know, those are all pre-existing cocktails. Those are actual cocktails. Grasshopper is real.
Yeah.
I hadn't made one in years. I had to go out and find the Godiva chocolate liqueur that I needed to make it.
Wow, you found it, huh?
Yeah. I ended up buying 2 bottles. I wasn't sure if my distributor had it, so I ordered some the night before, and then just in case, I went and bought some from the liquor store the next afternoon. So now I got 2.
Okay, great.
So folks, come on down. I'm making grasshoppers all day, every day. Not till February 14th, though. More on that later.
Valentine's Day?
Yes.
Right.
But that was fun. It was very cool. It's always cool to hang out with Maddie. It was nice that I made a grasshopper again. That's going to be on the menu. I also made up a new cocktail called Golden Lovers, which is a wrestling thing. Don't trouble yourself. And that's pretty much my January.
I'm open to wrestling stuff.
Okay.
I just don't watch it.
All right.
I am actually way more interested in wrestling history stuff.
Oh, yeah. There's a lot of that.
Like, I've watched a lot of the OSW review episodes. Like, for some reason, that is way more interesting to me than actually watching.
The Office of Secret Wrestling?
No, you never heard of this podcast?
No.
No, it's 3 Irish guys who review old wrestling shows and pay-per-views and stuff.
Nice.
Yeah. Anyway, they're funny.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Me and Tom watched Wrestle Kingdom, which is New Japan Pro Wrestling's big annual event. And this year, like usually it's 2 days. This year it was 3 days.
I see.
And I'm like, that seems like a lot of wrestling. That seems almost too much.
You know what? I'm not comfortable supporting a monarchy in this day and age.
Also, there's also that, right?
Yeah.
But so we figured out what it was. Days 1 and 2 were New Japan just doing its own internal drama and storylines and power grabs and all that fun business. And then day 3 was New Japan versus another promotion in Japan called Noah, which I didn't know anything about. I've never seen a Noah match. And we watched day 3 and it was fun. Like all the Noah boys.
I assume it's NOA or NOAH?
NOAH.
Holy, okay, well, that's unexpected.
It's not Nintendo of America. Like,
no, I know.
Oh, okay. That would have been funny, though.
You can have another thing called NOA.
I guess. I just think it would be funny if you got Evil and Dick Togo versus the Stockton brothers. I'd watch that.
Right.
Wouldn't you? Yes.
Naturally, yes.
But the thing that was disappointing was like Wrestle Kingdom to me was always it's New Japan's biggest event of the year. I wanted it to be New Japan stuff. I got nothing against Noah, but like I think it was just disappointing because we thought day 3 was going to be more New Japan, and instead it was nothing to do with any of the New Japan storylines. It's all just like Marvel versus DC what if stuff happening.
Oh boy. Okay.
Which is fun in its own way, but like I don't know, make it a separate event. I mean, I think
nothing of substance.
I think the real reason I'm pissy about it is because it was not available to stream.
Okay.
Live, because we were all psyched to watch day 3 because it was on a Saturday. And I get to the bar and I open up the browser and I go to njpwworld.com and there's just a note that's like, this event is not available for streaming. And I'm like, why though? Like I pay a monthly fee for this site. Surely that's what this is fucking for, right?
There was no reasoning behind that stated.
Here's the thing. It's what the site said. This content is not available for live streaming. For more information, please visit newjapanblahlblah.com.
Okay.
So I go to that site. I go to newjapanblahlblah.com.
Right.
And the more information was, here are the wrestlers that are going to be showing up at this event. Here's where it is. Here's the location. Here's the time it starts. Here's the whole card. Here are the things that are going to happen.
Well, that's nice.
Is there anything about how to stream it? No.
Okay.
Awesome. I had to dive deep. I had to put on my thickest boots and wade into Reddit to find a thread about how to actually watch this thing. And somebody found the site. It's not linked on New Japan in any way.
Put on your galoshes.
Yeah, because it's a joint event with Noah. It had its own separate special streaming site.
Oh.
And it was 3,000 yen to watch this crossover event.
Oh, how nice.
And so I just said, no, fuck that. And then also New Japan said it would show up on NJPW World the following week. So I'm just like, I'll wait a week and get it for free.
So let's recap. Noah is a smaller time promotion.
Noah, smaller, but still big. Noah is the second biggest promotion after NJPW.
So they basically, it's, they, I guess, got on NJPW's good side and basically found a way to, I don't know, subvert and make their own stream for extra money.
They struck a deal. I'm sure they gave NJPW a lot of money, but they also have a lot of pull just because a lot of wrestling legends have come from Noah. So they have a lot of, they have a good reputation among fans.
Okay.
So they're competition, but I think they also kind of respect each other a lot.
Okay. Strange. I mean, just in the fact that like, okay, who was like, who's greasing palms here?
I think they both sort of understood that they both stood to benefit by doing a joint event. And so
then one of them charging extra to watch it.
Yeah.
On top of an existing subscription.
Yeah, that's the thing. I don't know who gets that money or how that money is split. Because, I mean, I went to the website to purchase the thing. I don't think it was a Noah website. So, like, I guess a third party is taking this money and then splitting it between the two. I don't know how
the hell? Oh, my Lord. Okay.
I don't know. Like, the other thing that's disappointing is that, like, there was supposed to be this impactful, meaningful match moments where... So, one of the guys in NJPW, his name is Kenta, he got his start in Noah.
Okay, sure.
And there was going to be this big 3-on-3 match where the NJPW team led by Kenta beats his old teammates. He was fighting his old pals who were on the other side. And like he was going to get the pin and it was going to be this big emotional moment. And then he got injured last month.
Okay.
So he's just out. So they replaced him with Yano, the comic relief guy.
Oh.
Which I don't know why. I don't think he got the pin. I think they gave it to somebody else. But like I like Yano.
He's more like, no.
Okay.
Am I right?
Yano's great. He I think he's like Ayabe. I think he has a curry restaurant. he's really good.
Okay, great.
You
roped me in.
He's funny. He's a good guy. He uploads videos of himself training at home. He uploaded a video of him bench pressing his like 8-year-old daughter. It's the cutest thing. She's just laughing her head off the entire time.
I see.
Big recommend. Very funny. Seems like a very sweet guy. He's the comic relief wrestler of NJPW. But I feel like maybe he may have been the wrong choice to substitute for Kenta for this big emotional match. I don't know why. I'm not making the decisions, but
no, you're not, and you never will with that attitude.
I think wrestling in general is. I think there's been a lot of injuries lately. I think maybe something's up. Know what I mean? Little Nancy Kerrigan action going on.
Okay, well, I feel like that would have been investigated.
Yeah, I don't think that's. But
no one's that good.
Kota Ibushi hurt his wrist, which I didn't think it was possible for him to be injured. He's just made of steel. I don't understand what happened. And then on the other side of the world, his former partner Kenny Omega was also out. He injured a thing, and also he's been wrestling with vertigo for like the past 5 years. So I don't know how that works.
The comics label?
Those two guys, yes. Those two guys are kind of the only reason I'm really invested in their respective promotions. Because they used to be a tag team in New Japan.
Yeah.
Tag team. Not only a tag team, they were like dating. And I don't know if that was canonically, I don't know if that was kayfabe or what. I'd like to believe it was real. Like they were called the Golden Lovers. That's where that drink is named after.
What?
And then Kenny left to do AEW in America. But like everyone's been talking, like these promotions are finally starting to like communicate with each other again. After Kenny left, I think NJPW was very salty about it. And now they're under new management, and new management is I think reaching out to be like, hey, we can maybe do stuff. And so we're building towards this possible Kenny and Kota reunification. But, I mean, it's not happening anytime soon, I guess, if they're both out.
Yeah.
This has been Wrestle Talk. I'm done.
All right, great.
I had to get that out. You have to understand, I haven't had any customers in a week. I have nobody else to talk about this shit with.
True enough.
I need you to fill that role.
You're also slipping on your over-dramatic descriptions of wrestlers.
What do you mean?
You just called a guy tough as steel or whatever.
Yes.
Which is kind of weak. Usually you're like, this guy is just like a beautiful, magnificent meat vehicle. And it's like, okay, well, I get it, Alex. Thanks.
So wait, hang on. So wait, you're shitting on the way I describe folks, but now you want me to do it? I don't make up your mind.
I'm saying,
are you making fun of me or are you not?
Well, let's see. I am okay. First of all, yes, I am shitting on it, but B, also, I expect it at this point, so I might as well.
So I'm sorry to disappoint you.
Yeah, let's go with that.
Okay, fine. I'm sorry to both disappoint.
You're not disappointing me. It's just I
Then
understand.
shut the
You just
fuck
said
up.
you made your.
Hey, it worked. Holy shit, it worked.
Let me continue.
Everybody get in here. Oh, god damn it.
Yeah, you made your point though that you haven't been talking with people.
Yes,
about it.
I miss human interaction.
You need to warm back up.
I do.
Pretty soon you'll be right back into it.
I hope so.
Calling some guy a glorious husk of muscle.
Shut up! Hey, I just got my health and safety certification re-upped.
Yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, I had to sit through another 3-hour lecture about putting milk in the fridge.
All right, how'd that go? Did you learn anything?
Yes, actually. Get ready for this shit.
Okay.
11% of all food poisonings in Japan come from oysters.
Whoa, 11%?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah. I'm assuming the majority of the rest is just like spoiled food or whatever. But I mean, oysters are finicky. You know oysters. You know how oysters do.
Oh, they're slippery devils.
Like when they're out of season, they are just straight up poisonous.
Oh, okay, yeah, sure.
Which is a big issue. I think it's just people harvesting and consuming oysters that are slightly out of season when they have become poisonous.
I tell you what, though, stick them in an air fryer. Yes.
Oh God, oh yeah. Pour some oil on that shell.
Yeah. Well, you want to add a batter so it's breaded first as well.
Oh right. Fuck. Oh no, I gotta go. The second leading cause of food poisoning is sushi and sashimi at only 3%.
Yeah. I mean, okay. I mean, sushi is pretty much figured out at this point, I would say.
I mean, yeah, I imagine that 3% is coming from, amateur chefs who just they want to be the next what's his name? Jiro? Dreams of Sushi?
Yeah, sure.
They want to be that guy.
The dreaming guy.
Yeah, Dream Kun. What's his name? They want to, but God damn it, they're just too eager. They're not following protocol. They wrapped their sushi in a leftover Caramello bar that was on the floor, and now it's warm. It's too warm. Now you've got food poisoning.
Seems pretty awkward to use. Sounds like, I think.
Now you've got Chocoplasmosis. It sounds delicious, but don't be fooled.
Decadent.
Don't be fooled.
Hello.
I love that Caramello ad. Can we drop that in here? You're the YouTube guy. Can you drop it in here?
You need my permission?
Yeah, I do. I need you to do it because I'm drinking coffee right now.
First of all, can I find a Japanese one?
Oh, what? Is there a Japanese Caramello
Can
commercial?
I find one?
I can't. I don't think Japan has candy bar commercials like America does.
All right. Well,
like a commercial for one candy bar seems like a very American thing.
Well, I guess not.
What about the American commercial?
All right, fine. Granted, I tried to just guess what the katakana name would be, but okay.
It's got to be Caramello.
Yeah, right. Well,
yeah.
All right. We got some Australian versions.
What? Ooh.
Anyway,
good day, mate.
Well, we can go Australian, or we can go 91 vintage or 89 vintage. The Australian one is 97 or 76.
76?
Yeah. Australia.
How old is Caramello?
Mate?
Bonza.
It's at least as old as 1976.
All right, give me the 76. I'm
All
curious.
Morgan.
Hello, Stewie.
Oh, hi.
Listen, Stewie, when you come home, could you bring something to eat? Something nice? No, I've looked. There's not a thing. No, I'll leave it up to you, but make it chocolate, huh?
Morgan.
Stewie.
Oh,
Stewie, listen. Can you get caramel too? And listen, Stewie, there's more. I want the caramel
A minute long.
inside the chocolate.
What?
inside. Right. Miss Fitzsimmons, take care of this, would you please?
Oh, how is your wife, Mr. Morgan?
Sometimes it just has to be Caramello.
All right. Hey, Ray. Ray. Hello, Ray?
Yes.
So,
Yes,
sorry
Alex.
to call you. I'm sorry to call you at work. I need you to
Yeah.
pick up some food on the way home because I'm hungry.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
Okay? All right. Okay, bye. Thank you. Ring, 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 ring. Hello, Ray?
But yeah.
I'm
yeah.
feeling like bread.
All right.
Could you get like a bread?
Okay, great. Listen,
All right, get a
if you-
bread.
All right.
Yeah. Like a Wonder Bread or Hearthstone, whatever the hearth bread is.
Sure thing.
All right, bye. See you.
All right.
Ring, ring. Hey, Ray,
Yeah.
you still at work?
Yeah, still on the clock.
Could you? I'm also feeling like roast beef
All right. Listen, how about you just send me a
and
list?
like, hang on, shut up, and like a
Just text me a list.
like a horseradish text. It's 1976. What do you fucking mean? Like a horseradish sauce? But can you do this? Can you put the roast beef and the horseradish sauce inside the bread?
I mean, we could do it at home, honey.
No,
We can just cook.
it needs to be complete when you walk in that fucking door. Do you understand?
All right.
Sometimes it just has to be.
Roast beef.
All right.
All right, thank you. Sometimes
let's-
it just has to be Arby's. What?
Australia 97. It's a cartoon.
I'm just mad about caramel. It's
koala.
and beads of gum leaves.
Cartoon koala.
Oh, I'm a smoother kind of koala. And all of my friends, they agree. They call me Caramello.
I get it.
They call me Caramello.
Whoa.
Smooth flowing caramel
Kawaii.
covered in delicious Cadbury Dairy Milk chocolate. I go with the flow.
Wait a minute.
Yeah, what's
How
up?
did Mellow Yellow Soda not already? Was that not already using the song Mellow Yellow?
I would assume not in Australia.
Why?
May not have existed there.
You're kidding me.
You know what?
That's right. They don't have Mellow Yellow. They have Mean Green.
Right.
They've got
All right, let's take it
Nothing-
back to our
nothing
homeland.
rhymes with purple. Yeah, there it is.
Caramello.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love it.
Caramello.
Freak out. Wow. I really feel like walking the dinosaur right now.
Yeah, this is definitely a music video type of commercial. Guy's like stretching his furniture all over the place.
You can't do that though.
No.
That's not how that works.
No, man.
That's insane.
Guy's basically a god.
Wow. I mean, if you were a god, that's the first thing you would do is like stretch out an ottoman.
Yeah. And
All
my
right.
TV. Yeah.
All right, cool. TV.
Yeah, he stretched his TV vertically, which is not a very good aspect ratio if we're
oh
being
my
serious.
God. Oh, this sucks. I accidentally stretched my phone and you can't unstretch.
Oh, no.
It's 3 feet long. This is so awkward.
Wow, trendy. You got the new phone?
I can't use it like this.
Hello?
We have all right. Let's move on. We can't spend 10 minutes listening to YouTube confection ads,
No.
right?
You're right. You're right.
Hey,
Let's move on.
speaking of Japan, though, this is weird, and I guess this
Japan
is
is weird. Am I right? Whoa.
Now, come on, Japan's fine.
So
Japan is having a normal one. So podcasting in Japan is not nearly the thing that it is outside of Japan.
No siree.
For the simple fact that Japan sort of takes a while to adopt new media, sometimes years.
Which is funny because podcast is directly derived from radio, which Japan still loves the hell out of.
Yes, Japan loves. I think it's all about the delivery system. Like Japan loves radio coming out of radios.
Yes, true.
Japan is a little bit wary, just a little bit weird about radio coming out of your computer or phone. I think that's changing, though. There are more podcasts in Japan. Here's something that just happened to me for the first time. I'm getting podcast ads in Japanese on American podcasts that I'm listening to.
Okay, yeah, from the ones that use the auto insertion thing. Yeah.
Yes, so auto insertion, I guess now is detecting your region.
Yeah,
and it gave me a Japanese language podcast ad that I wish I could have. I wish I had the foresight to clip it and put it up here, but I did not. But it's it took me by surprise. Like I started it up and I heard a Japanese guy promoting a podcast, and I had to look at my phone again. Like, what? Stuff you should know. You did what? Like, okay, but
stuff you should share.
Great. Shiru Becky Mono. I'm your host, Shiru Becky.
Hey, get ready for the next Pocky and Rocky, by the way.
Oh yeah, or as it's known in Japan, Kurumanto Kikikaikai.
Well, yeah, Kiki Kai something Kudamanto, yeah, because that was the original villain or whatever.
Fun.
And now back to podcasts.
Back to No More Whoppers. Also back to pandemic hours. The bars going back to energy saver mode.
Yeah. Hey, so related, I started school. And they basically at the quote unquote last minute, maybe like 2 weeks before starting, they were like, yeah, we're going to be all online for the first 2 weeks. And then we'll go back to in person starting on February 14th. Happy Valentine's Day.
Wait, what?
So we'll see about that.
That's the same as our situation. We're also going back to regular hours on Valentine's Day.
Yeah, except you don't have to do homework.
Oh, here's the kicker, though. I do. I got to write 8 pages about Columbus.
Prime Minister wants us all to learn our times tables.
Wait, I misread the assignment. I get to write 8 pages about Columbo.
No. You'll throw in some footnotes about Vincent D'Onofrio.
Yes. Inspired by. Yeah, if you look on Vincent D'Onofrio's Wikipedia page under associated acts, it says Columbo. Yeah, that deserved a yawn.
Yeah, it did.
All right.
Bless me.
I have to bless the beast and the children. I have to close by 8 p.m. Here's the deal, though. There's 2 choices here. The government is giving us 2 choices.
Yeah.
You can close at 9, and business as usual, which means you can serve alcohol, and close at 9 for a stimulus payout, or close at 8 and do not serve alcohol for a bigger stimulus payout. I am taking the latter.
I think they're focusing on the alcohol part a bit too much.
I don't give a shit. As long as I'm getting compensated, I did the math, and I stand to get a beefier stimulus if I take the second option. So I will.
Well, of course, yes.
And it's not a big deal. I mean, it's great because it means, and I'm doing last call at 7, which means that I open at 5. If no one's there at 7, I go home. That's it. I'm there for 2 hours, and it's 2 hours. I'm playing Ace Attorney the whole time. That's great.
Yes. Hey, there's a plus.
Yeah. The downside is, I'm kind of going stir crazy because I have no one to talk to. That's why I like talking to you.
Really?
You get me more or less.
I do.
You're my. I would if I would describe you as my writing partner. If that's a description,
that was actually a thing that we did. Yes.
But we're creative partners, certainly. You know what I mean?
If that was a thing that we did, yes.
But we do. We bounce ideas off each other. We create.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
I'll sometimes ask you for advice about a thing that's funny or not funny.
I still wrote more posts on Crunk Games than you did.
Yeah, that's true.
Right, just kidding. Just saying shit.
I wrote a fashion guide to survival horror.
Yeah.
In 2003?
Yeah, and took up all our bandwidth.
Did it really? It was a lot of pictures.
Big traffic driver.
Oh, was it?
Basically, yeah.
Hey, cool. When am I going to see some of that money?
Some bad news, Alex.
Oh, no. What's going on?
We have been in the red for nearly 20 years.
I am also dealing with my U.S. taxes right now. And I've heard conflicting things here.
Mm-hmm.
I've heard from people you don't have to file for more than 3 years ago. I've also heard more than 6 years ago. I know for sure you can't collect refunds for more than 3 years ago. I just want to file it all away to be safe anyway. So here's the deal. I owe back taxes for 7 years plus the current year. So that's 8 years of taxes.
Okay.
Here's the other thing. I owe nothing. It's all zero. But the onus is still on me to prove to the IRS that I owe zero.
Yeah, of course.
That's what sucks. Because America is the only fucking country that requires its citizens to file a tax return when they live outside of it. It's dumb.
Yeah. God bless us.
I went through a site called expatfile.tax, which is a reputable website.
All right. Yeah. Just like bipedal.dog.
Yes. Now, here's the thing. Oh, they should do expatfile.dog.
Yeah, why not?
Or you should do bipedal.tax. Here's the thing. I need to file for 8 years. They only offer 4 years. So that's what's kind of making me wonder, like, is it even worth filing for the other 4? Because, like, the years before that, I owed zero. These years, I owe zero. Can't the IRS just look at those 4 years and be like, yeah, these are probably zero, too?
No. But
fuck.
You know, what they're saying these days is that the IRS is so backed up.
Yeah.
They're so backed up, you probably won't even, let's say someone would get audited. Like, they wouldn't even get the notice for years at this point.
Jeez.
They're so backed up, they keep saying. The IRS is so backed up. So I don't know. For several years ago, they'd probably look back on that. Maybe that would be a concern.
Yeah.
But for recent years to this year, a couple of years ago, I don't know. Pandemic,
I did shell out the extra $50 per year for the audit protection, where expatfile.tax will handle an audit if I get audited. Which, I mean, and the returns themselves were only $100. So, and I was
only
I filed all 4 years using the promo code Early Bird 2021. So,
well, congratulations!
I got $20. I saved $80, $20 per year.
Yeah,
which is fine. I'm basically out a few $100, but the peace of mind is incalculable. So what I was planning to do for the previous years I need to file for was I got the current 4 years from this site. I printed them out, which was its own ordeal, by the way. Japanese convenience store printers will not recognize PDFs that are still like in markup mode.
Oh my God.
And I could not figure out how to export the PDFs as like a flattened thing. So I saved each page individually as a giant JPEG and just printed them like that.
Yeah.
And what I found the tax forms for the years I'm missing on the IRS website, and I printed those out. And I'm just going through those and comparing them to the newer years and just copying all the information directly.
Okay. Yeah.
And that's worked up to the point where the form is different. And now I'm like, I don't know how any of this works.
Oh, yes.
And I'm now wondering if I should just submit the 4 years I have done or wait and finish the other 4 and submit all 8 at the same time. I don't know.
I feel like at the end of the day, if you got nothing to hide,
yeah,
it's going to be okay.
But what should I do? Should I send the 4 I have done or wait and finish the other 4 and send all 8?
Just send what you got done.
All right, good idea. I like where your head's at.
Are you ever going to hear about it one way or another? Right.
Well, the whole reason I wanted to get the whole reason I wanted to get my taxes in order is because
I'm going to be president.
I'm going to be the president of the United fucking States of America.
Well, not with that potty mouth.
Oh, because this is my United States of whatever.
I'm asking you to go to the kitchen, pull out a knife, and jam it into your fucking gut.
All right, hang on a sec. Ow! Jesus, this hurts. I lost my train of thought because we got goofy. Oh yeah, I wanted to get these in order because ever since the Obama administration, my dad has been sending me scary headlines that are like IRS cracks down on expats kind of things, you know. Like every couple of years, he'll send me a news article that's like IRS is going after expats who don't report their taxes abroad. And he sent me another article that's like, if you don't file your taxes overseas, they can revoke your passport. And I just got real scared because I would, fuck up all my shit.
Like, yeah,
that is so Alex.
That is so dead.
I need to renew. Well, he's looking out for me. I need to renew my passport in a couple years, and I'm worried that if my taxes aren't current, what if they reject my passport renewal?
Is that even a thing?
I don't know. It might have just been a scare article. It might be complete fiction.
Is it really related to your taxes? Getting a passport renewed?
I mean, if you can go to jail for not paying your taxes, doesn't it stand to reason they could deny you a passport?
Well, if you were really working those Swiss bank accounts and, moving offshore money around, taking extravagant flights every other week, maybe then.
Well,
but you're just some guy.
Here's the other thing about that. Like, I'm filing as an individual. I am not saying anything about Critical Hit, which that might also be some shit I have to deal with eventually. Because I got a message from our good pal Mark McDonald, and he said, "Hey, by the way, I just ran into this. Turns out, if you incorporate in a country outside of America, you have to notify the IRS, or there's a $10,000 penalty. However, if you just write them a nice letter and say I didn't know, they might let it go and be lenient with you." I have not done that yet. And what I'm doing for the purposes of these taxes is I am filing as an individual who is employed by the company Critical Hit, which is a Japanese company, which we can all assume is run by a Japanese person.
Yeah.
So I'm not filing as a business. I'm filing as I'm filing as under occupation. I put bartender. My salary is, depending on the exchange rate, between $11,000 and $12,000 a year, because that's what it is on paper. And I set my own salary, and I set it low so that my healthcare and pension payments were also as low as possible.
Yeah.
I mean, my actual take home salary is not that.
Okay.
But yeah, I'm hoping I can get this all over with because it's been weighing on my mind for a very long time, and I want to get it done and over with.
I've heard of situations where the IRS will send you a scary looking letter.
Yeah.
Because basically they got something wrong. They misunderstood something.
Oh.
And you would need to basically find some way to tell them that it's not like that, you idiots. However, I think you might have to do that through an accountant or some sort of person who would.
Wait, do what? Do which part?
Oh, just, when you get the letter, just, notify or write back or somehow. I don't know the exact steps. Don't interrogate me about this.
Can I tweet at the IRS?
Might not work.
Can I slide into their DMs?
I'm sure they get plenty.
Do I have to fill out a form 1040 DM? I'm pretty sure I do. And I have to mail that in.
1040 OF, the OnlyFans clause.
Oh no. Is that a real thing?
It is. Jeez.
I did get a 1099. I got a 1099 MISC from Twitch.
Yeah, right.
For years 2020 and 2021. So I'm including those, even though they both say, please keep for your records. They don't say anything about submitting, but I'm going to submit them anyway.
Well, that's the funny thing. Okay. So here's what I do. I have to, from what I understand, again, we're just two idiots. I'm just trying to make it. I'm just trying to scrape by with the bare minimum.
This is not financial or legal advice.
This is also just things I've read in my own personal situations. And frankly, I never had an accountant yell at me or tell me I'm an idiot for this. So whatever.
I have.
But from what I've read, if you pay a contractor or someone, rather, anyone, more than $600, then they should be getting a 1099 MISC. Now, I also got the thing from Twitch. I sure didn't get $600. They sure did not pay me $600 in 2021. However, they sent me one anyway. So it's just like, well, I might as well file it. Now, here's the funny part. I sent a 1099 MISC to my contractors, the people who helped work on the game. When I paid them over $600 in a year.
Yeah.
I didn't do it when they were paid under that.
Okay.
And I hope they're okay.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah.
Forget about me for a second. I hope they'll be okay.
I'm just doing it to be safe because for 2020, the 2020 payout was under 600. 2021 is over 600. And I'm just submitting both just to be safe because I don't know how any of this works. I'm tempted to just write a cover letter that says, I'm a dumbass. Please, I hope all of this information is correct. Please just preemptively get off my back forever.
Hey, couldn't hurt.
Yeah.
Hey, here's another wrinkle. Apparently the 1099 MISC is also now the 1099 NEC.
Wait, like TurboGrafx 16?
Yes. It's the TurboGrafx form.
Yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Hey, okay. So what was your total revenue from Bonk over the year?
Well, let's see. I bought a TurboGrafx in 1993 for $49.99 at Electronics Boutique.
Right. That's going to appreciate in value.
It came with Bonk's Revenge. So I feel that was a high value at the time.
Okay.
Probably a slower rate of depreciation. Fuck, I hate mixing those up.
You're going to have to attach Schedule B if you've possessed 3 or more copies of Splatterhouse.
Should it be Schedule S? Schedule B is for Bonk.
Look, I didn't make these forms.
1040AZ, Airzonk.
Hey, and I didn't make these forms. Here's what else I can't make. Sense of them.
Yeah.
The IRS, am I right? It has actually been a nightmare. A nightmare?
Nightmare.
It has been a nightmare. Oh, Nightmare sounds like a great
Five Nights at Freddy's
DC hero. It has been a nightmare trying to, what's the word, transplant information from the 2018 form to the 2014 form. Because they're not different. They're not the same. They're very different. The IRS revises these forms very often.
Yeah, like I was saying, they changed the MISC to the neck. NEC. Yeah.
And the thing that's really getting me is 2018 onward, the standard deductible for single filers is $12,000, which is slightly over my income, my reported income, if it's translated to dollars, which I guess just means like right out of the gate, I have no taxable income.
Yeah.
But then looking at the 2014 form, it's like $6,500. So now I'm like, why is it like almost half of what it is in later years? Does that mean I do have to pay tax? I do owe money for these? Like, what's going on?
Well, times change.
Times change. Sometimes people fall out of tax.
It's like the NFL. Every year, they're going to change the rules a little bit.
Because of brain damage.
Yeah.
Anyway,
we know no money good.
Oh, you're listening to Dollars and Cents. We spelled it CENTS because we didn't understand there's a potential pun there, and now it's too late to change it.
Right. You sound like my dad watching the Wall Street Week.
Wall Street Week?
Yeah, the
Shouldn't
PBS...
it be Wall Street? Wait, shouldn't it be Wall Street Strong?
No. Wall Street Week with Louis Rukeyser?
No.
It was on PBS.
First of all, Louis Rukeyser is an Ultraman villain. Second of all, I don't know enough about money to be able to understand that kind of show.
Well, I doubt my dad did, but he loved watching it, so. Every Friday.
Wow. Appointment television.
I guess so. You know what? Anyway, they had a segment called Dollars and Cents.
Okay.
I'm done.
Exemplary anecdote.
Thank you.
Holy shit.
Yep, I thought so.
Gokotai Kudasai.
Oh my God.
Should we take another break?
That's fun. I think we should. We're going to come back. We're going to wrap up our 10-year extravaganza.
Well, I got something I want to talk about anyway, so.
Well, we're going to hit that.
And
we're
all
going to
this
do that.
goofing around doesn't sit well with me. Let's bring it back to some fucking maturity for once.
There we go. Folks, stick around. Goo Goo Dolls are here.
Us. We're the Spirit Hunters, and we're a show that treats Hunter x Hunter and Yu Hakusho's author as the center of the universe. Some weeks we do linguistic analysis. The Chinese meaning of this character is to smelt or refine, but so the changed meaning in Japanese it means to temper. Other times, we get absolutely smashed.
So we take one shot every time. Yusuke uses the ray gun.
1 hour later.
This is the least coherent episode.
Sarah, you
I think your apartment is haunted.
Check us out at the HyperX Podcast Network.
No More Whoppers is part of the HyperX Podcast Network. HyperX is our sponsor and the maker of the acclaimed Quadcast and Quadcast S microphones. Quadcast USB mics look and sound amazing, and they're packed with features. With 4 selectable polar patterns, you'll get great sound no matter what you're recording. The included shock mount and pop filter mean you won't have to shell out extra cash for a great setup. Then there's the eye-catching LED indicator and tap to mute sensor, so you can tap in and tap out to stop broadcast accidents. It's time for you to tap in with the HyperX Quadcast and Quadcast S.
Folks are back as No More Whoppers. I'm Rated Alex.
Hi there.
Should I take that again? I said that a little too slurry.
Yeah, take it again.
Folks are back as No More Whoppers.
That's so much better.
Thank you. Okay, good. Alex, I want to talk about something. I wanted to
Go.
talk about...
Oh, you're sitting in the backwards chair and everything.
Oh, no, yeah. I want to rap with you.
Yes?
We've been told people enjoy listening to this show over the past 10 years.
True.
To sort of follow our growth as people,
Right.
as men.
Sure. I begrudgingly accept that mantle.
Yes. Which I don't think we're ever really conscious of when we do it, but it's true. We change a bit. Things
true.
have happened.
Yes.
Big things.
We bought a zoo.
Small things, annoying things.
Yeah.
Boys
Things
who climb on rocks.
God damn it, I was about to say things who climb on rocks. Oh.
And one of the things I've been more conscious of in the past year or two, I suppose, was me just kind of feeling like I'm growing up a little.
Yeah.
Feeling generally a little less bitter about certain things and about certain people even sometimes. And as I was reflecting on it, I think one of the big drivers of those feelings was that being out of game writing or game journalism, writing about games for a website, being out of that for almost a decade now, seemed to be the thing I needed.
Yeah.
I think I shuffled off a lot of that bitterness that I was sort of, I guess, cultivating as I was trying to be good at my career and try and be known, and then later failing pretty spectacularly at that, but then stepping away from that, just working on my own thing, and also having a completely different set of jobs after that. I think just sort of took my perspective of the people I knew or the industry I knew and sort of the things that I was seeing while I was at 1UP and so on and so forth, just made me feel like a lot of that just didn't matter. Why was I envious? Why was I angry? Why was I this or that?
Yeah.
So I think that was one of the things that has helped me in the past couple of years sort of realize that I'm mellowing out.
Good.
Yellowing.
That's what I like. That's what I like to hear. You're caramelloing.
I also think another thing I've been doing that I think helps is following more people on Twitter.
Really?
Yeah. Okay. I have a little bit of a secret. I don't think I ever told you this.
Oh my.
It's not like a hidden thing or anything. But for a long time on Twitter, I
remember JFK. Sorry.
I was at this grassy knoll one day. And along comes this convertible. Motorcade, you might say. No, for a long time on Twitter, I kept my followed count very low. It's sort of like a sort of round, even number sometimes. And what I would also do, this was very off and on, but sometimes, at least like, 10 or 15 years ago, when I thought I could make a tradition out of it, was like, okay, let's say every New Year's.
I know about this tradition, yes.
New Year's Eve, New Year's Day, I'll just sort of unfollow some people who I might have known, might have even been friends with, but, maybe not were engaging me on Twitter, not like actively or anything, but like people who just weren't, people I just didn't want to follow or whatever. Whatever the stupid fucking chemical reason in my brain was.
Yeah.
And then add some other people, but then also just keep the number low and even or whatever. Anyway, I finally, and I didn't really keep that tradition up, and I just sort of kept the number low anyway, whatever. And it was just like, why am I doing this? So I just decided to more recently just follow more people, follow in some cases.
There you
people
go.
I did work with and were friends with and stuff like that. And just be like, yeah, what the fuck is my problem?
I should refollow some people because I think I did some petty unfollows and all of them I would say probably while drunk back in the day.
Okay, sure. Yeah.
I think I did some petty unfollows to some folks that we used to work with.
In some cases, I stopped short of calling what I did petty because it wasn't like I don't remember like being like, oh, this person sucks, that sort of thing. It's just like, no, I think it's okay. I think we'd both be okay with the fact that I didn't follow them or whatever. This was, again, 10 years ago or so when that seemed like a bigger deal on Twitter.
Yeah.
And now it's not so much. And so I'm just back to adding a whole bunch of people, including, some of those people who I might have been bitter about in the past. And it's just like, oh yeah, it turns out a lot of these people, we have things in common. Why wasn't I talking to these people more often back then to begin with? Now, make no mistake, I still have plenty of social problems.
Yeah.
And I still reserve the right to have some sort of bitter, stupid feeling about someone in the future. Nevertheless, I changed my tune generally for the most part. And it's just like, oh, I feel like I grew up a bit is really what I'm trying to say.
I think I've done something similar. I generally had the same mindset as you. As I wanted to keep my followed, or which way, I forget which is which. I wanted to keep my followed number low and my follower count high, and then just realize who gives a fucking shit.
Yeah.
And just decided to start following. No, I don't follow back everybody who follows me, but I mean, if we share some common interests, especially if you live in Japan, like, yeah, absolutely.
And the ironic part about all that too is that I've already been using TweetDeck for years, and it's like, oh, if I want to curate my feed, I've been doing it in TweetDeck columns for years now. So what fucking difference does it make? Right.
There you go.
Yeah.
I mean, I will mute folks. Just if I feel like there's a little too much negativity, and that's like over the course of weeks or months. Like, if there's nothing wrong with posting an isolated negative tweet because you're in a bad mood or you're having a bad day and bad things are happening, but like if it's a constant stream of just bad vibes, then I'll still follow you, but I'll also put you on mute because I don't want you bringing me down.
Yeah, sure. And that's okay.
That's okay. Social media is ultimately meaningless.
Blocking them might send a different message. But
I'm not blocking anybody.
Muting is all right.
Muting is fine. Like I had to block, not block. Let me take that again.
I had to block Ray the other day.
Oh God. I did have to mute one of my regulars just because his online persona and his IRL persona are very different.
Yeah.
And I don't like one of them. I very much like hanging out with him in real life, where he's sympathetic and he's kind, and then you look at him on Twitter and he's just out and out Twitter cool kid edgelord, and I'm like, how did this happen? I think he's the kind of guy who just grew up very online.
Okay.
And so he sort of started digging deep into that scene and started adopting that kind of like persona early on.
Can you illustrate this in some way? Because I might be losing you. Do you mean just like memes?
I'm talking about just not memes, just a general negativity.
Okay, I see.
The knee-jerk reaction is to shit on any announcements, RE video games.
Oh, yes. I understand.
It's like, who cares? It's bullshit anyway. This game looks dumb. This game's not out, but it looks like shit. Like every post is just knee-jerk negativity for no reason other than he thinks it looks cool. And then in real life, he's just a perfectly nice guy. And I think it's just because he grew up very online. And he sort of
he
came
younger
out,
than us?
Yes. He sort of came out of his shell in real life. I think he feels comfortable at the bar. He's very nice to the people there. We have great, lively conversations. But he's still stuck in his online persona, and he just can't seem to get rid of it.
Well, it sounds like maybe there's some promise for maybe him to realize the same thing.
I mean, he's gotten better in the past 6 or 7 years as well.
Right.
I mean, it used to be even worse than this. I feel like we're making progress, but at the same time, I have to tell myself, this is not your project. It is not your job to quote unquote fix this person. Just stop obsessing over it and just. If he's going to crash and burn online, let him crash and burn online. He's still nice to hang out with in person.
Yeah, and I think that's another point that, in some ways, I have to learn. I didn't crash and burn, really. I don't think, but I generally I did keep the knee-jerk stuff. I did minimize it a lot.
That's good. I've noticed that about you, and I like that trend. Keep it going.
Okay, you asked.
Hey,
oh, sorry, damn it. Oh,
mean.
No, nobody's perfect.
I think I mentioned this on stream last night, but a large part of my sort of like learning to be more genuine on internet was aided by quitting booze a couple of years ago, mostly because it was a lot of knee-jerk drunk posts about shit that I would then embarrassedly delete, 12 to 24 hours later or whenever I woke up.
It's like you were trying to be very online.
And yeah, in the worst way. And basically, if you're listening to this and you interacted with me between the years of 2006 and 2019, I was almost assuredly drunk out of my skull in every conversation we had. So just a big blanket apology.
All right, that checks out.
Yeah. And I'm trying to be a better person. It's not as easy as just quitting drinking. That's just the first step. You still kind of have to learn how to be nice to people, and I don't want to be mean or too ironic. That's the other thing that gets me is I get very confused by ironic tweets. Like, what are you trying to say? Are you saying anything worthwhile? What's going on? Why are you adding LMAO to every tweet? What's going on here? Please write back.
Yeah.
That's probably my biggest hang up right now is adding lol or LMAO to everything that you write, because it's almost like a marker. It denotes that what you're saying is completely disingenuous. That's how I read that.
Well, you might have to.
I don't understand it.
Adjust your perception of that.
Please, I am genuinely coming to you for help right now. Please help me understand that. What does it mean when people do that?
It means whatever they want it to mean. If you come at it from like a late 90s, early 2000s interpretation of it, then yeah, I can see why it's annoying. I felt the same way originally. Like, I would never have used it.
Because it feels like nervous laughter, which to me says irony.
Sure. Well, that can be it. Yeah.
Oh, boy. This is colon P all over again.
I mean, look, I stepped out of my comfort zone with that because of my wife.
Okay.
She was using it a lot when we were texting, when we were dating and stuff.
Oh, I think it's different if you know somebody well in person because you know their mannerisms and you know
but I'm
their
saying
thinking style.
Because of that, I just picked it up too.
Okay, that's fine.
And then other people were picking it up and it's like, well, okay. Now, of course, I'm not your extreme example. I'm not using it in everything I post, of course. Sometimes I just use it in reply sometimes or whatever. But I know it can be overused. I know it will be annoying. That's why you don't use it all the time. Everything in moderation, just like the point I'm trying to make.
All right.
About growing up and being better.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what else to add there, but I'm just saying I maybe I should just reiterate, I'm still pretty awkward, but just trying to be good. I've said this before. There's a gas station chain in the Bay Area called Rotten Robbie.
Didn't we just lose him last year?
And their slogan is trying to be good. So I'm trying to be good. That's all.
Trying to be good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. I like that.
Yeah. I haven't crashed and burned, at least not in public. I've crashed and burned a couple times in private where I really, really overreacted to some stuff and really shouldn't have. But part of this growing up is also trying to be more professional.
Yeah.
See how that works out as well. Outside of social media, being a little bit more professional.
I think you're doing great. Look at you. You're wearing a suit. You got a briefcase.
No, it's just a messenger bag.
Oh. You got a nice suit.
Oh, well, thanks. Do you want to see me put it on? Is that what you're saying?
No, keep it off.
Oh. All right.
Yeah.
So you just want me to put it on the chair here and then what?
Well, I'm just drape it over the chair until you go out on stage, I think is what you're supposed to do.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
See, I thought we were in a hotel room and you just wanted me to dance like a striptease.
I want you to dance regardless of where we are.
I want you to dance like no one's watching.
Well, like one person's watching.
Yeah, well, yeah. But pretend I'm not here.
Okay. Well, this is good. We're growing up. We're doing better. I'm paying my taxes and you're not
also paying my taxes.
Yeah, that's,
hey, I'm also paying our taxes.
Oh, that's right.
I'm paying the Patreon taxes.
But that comes out before we split it, right? So it's fine.
No.
What?
No.
What are you talking about?
Patreon revenue, especially if it went through PayPal, PayPal reports to the IRS. And then Patreon also reports to the IRS. So I've heard horror stories of people who've gotten the scary letter from the IRS I mentioned, demanding where this money is when they have to tell the IRS, no, it's the same money. It's just Patreon reporting the same money PayPal is, you doofs.
Oh, no.
So I'm getting scared of that happening. We'll see if it happens.
Okay.
Again, they're backed up.
All right. That's true.
Either way, patreon.com/no-more-whoppers. Why not add to the pile? Let's move on. We have some fan fun. Is that what we still call it? Do we got new music yet?
Hey, we do. Check it out. My buddy Paul wrote a short jingle, which I played earlier. But that was your segment music. But I also added lyrics to it. And they're not final. They're not final. I might switch them up next week, but here's what we have so far.
All right. Here we go.
Wait, I'm going to make sure this is loud enough for you to hear. All right, here we go. Fruit by the foot is a snack that is long. Come try some, but beware. It has no fruit. Okay. So that's fan fun.
I heard it. I questioned the lyrics, but come try some butt bee.
What?
What was that part?
But beware.
Oh, okay. But beware. Okay.
I better play it again. Hang on. Fruit by the foot is a snack that is long. Come try some, but beware. It has no fruit.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So I feel like that kind of encapsulates fan fun, the kind of vibe that we're going for.
I think it spells it all out. You know what you're getting. You know what you're getting.
So we have Here's what we're getting. We're getting 2 phone calls. Beautiful. That's right. At least two of our listeners can afford a telephone, and they have used it
to leave a message at
the beep. 805 NMW Talk, also known as 805. Wait a minute.
Did you forget?
No, here's what I forgot. It's not fair that we're doing only some of them as numbers and letters and whatnot. We should do all of them. All right. So 805 is U plus.
Oh God.
J. No, could be. Hang on. T.
But I think I tried to figure this out. That's why I left it the way it is.
Yeah, 0's nothing. 0's just plus.
Yeah.
Oh, it's stupid.
0 is 0.
It all returns to 0. All right. Give us a call at 805-669-8255. We've got 2 calls. One's a minute, one's 30 seconds, because they know how long a call is supposed to be. Here's the first one, and here we go.
Hi. Bless me, Ray and Alex, for I've over-nerded. I don't know how long it's been since my last confession, but over the pandemic, I decided to get into gunpla just as something to do while I was stuck inside so much. And my wife and I were over at the neighbors, and we were talking about things that we'd started to do in the pandemic. And I, trying to be not specific, said, I'd started building model kits. And then my neighbor guy was like, oh, well, what kind of cars do you build? And my wife, who was maybe a little bit drunk at the time, like, oh, you think this dork builds cars? No, there's robots, dude. Anyway, I was mortified and then had to explain to this guy what a Gundam was. And I can't believe she threw me under the mecha like that. Anyway, keep up the good work, guys. I hope to hear you again soon. Bye.
Thank you for that. Did we get a name? I don't think we got a name there.
No, that's okay.
But it's all good. This anonymous Gundam pilot has confessed their
There's
overness.
no doubt in our Discord. Our Discord has a vibrant Gunpla community for some reason.
Yes, it's folks. Go to our Discord. Go to the IRL Hobbies sub channel. Post your robots there.
It's easily our most trafficked channel on our Discord server. Yeah. So
all right, here's what Google Voice thought this person said. Hi, blessed. Me and Alex drive over nerded. I don't know how long it's been since my last confession, but Over the Edge and Emma, I decided to get into Gunpla just as something to do while I was stuck inside so much. Ugh, and my wife and I were over at the neighbors were talking about things that we'd started to do in the pandemic, and I, trying to be not specific, said, I'd started building model kits, and then my neighbor guy was like, oh, well, what kind of cars do you build? And my wife, who was maybe a little bit drunk at the time, like, oh, you think this dork build cars? No, there's robots, dude. Anyway, I was mortified and then had to explain to this guy with a Gundam was, and I can't believe she threw me under the mecha like that. Mecha spelled MECCA.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I keep up the good work, guys. I hope you hear you again soon. Bye.
Yeah, I got the wrong mecha, but recognized Gunpla.
What does that say about Google Voice?
Big otaku energy.
I guess. All right. Well, that works. Well, thank you very much for that. I hope all relationships involved recover.
Yeah.
All right. Here's our other one. I'm going to hit play right now.
Hey, Ray. Hey, Alex. This is Neil from Roanoke, Virginia. Long-time listener, first-time caller. Of course, calling you on the news of the breakup of the Mighty Mighty Bosstones. If I drank, I would be getting drunk upon hearing the news. You guys referenced them once, sometime around episode 50. I smiled so hard when that happened. Anyway, just want to get your guys' thoughts. Love the show.
Thank you, Neil. We have to weigh in on this. Everyone's been asking. My DMs are blowing up. There's a lot to cover here. This is quite a coincidence because I was just talking about the Mighty Mighty Bosstones last night on stream, and this call is from Saturday, and I had not heard it until today. But yeah, I was I and many other kids in the late 90s, went through a Mighty Mighty Boss Tones phase when The Impression That I Get came out. Although before that, my cousin Jason was into them long before that. So when they did become popular, he kind of hooked me up. He gave me all the recommendations. He knew everything. I remember we visited their house in Atlanta. This is before they blew up, and that was my first exposure. And boy, I really haven't heard them recently. For some reason, I used to listen to a lot of their albums while I played Albert Odyssey on the Saturn.
A great pairing.
Great pairing, just like a wine and a cheese.
Victor Ireland's choice.
Yes. Oh, he loves them. But yeah, I didn't even know about this until we got this email. Boston ska mainstay Mighty Mighty Boss Tones are breaking up. Cool. Here's the transcript. Hey Ray, hey Alex, this is Neil from Roanoke, Virginia. Longtime listener, first time caller. Of course, calling you on the news of the breakup of the Mighty Mighty Boss Tones. If I drink, I would be getting drunk from pain. Hearing the news, you guys referenced them once sometime around episode 50. I smiled so hard when that happened. Anyway, just want to get your guys' thoughts. Love the show. Thank you, Neil.
Hey, so do Mighty Mighty Boss Tones fans, do they call themselves something? Like, parrot heads, for example, dead heads?
Yeah, actually, you're going to love this. Parrot heads.
No, I believe that's reserved.
It can be two things.
No, I'm saying it's been taken.
I don't think so.
Neil sounds like someone who would be much involved in that band and would call themselves by a certain
He would
name.
know. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's Tonos.
Okay, right.
Right? Yeah.
Toners?
Toners.
Hey, also, our first caller with a drawl.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. How about that? Thanks, Neil.
Good stuff. So Mighty Mighty Boss Tones fans are called toners, and for a while, I mean, this doesn't really apply anymore because most companies have sort of changed the way that their copiers work. But it was a very common thing for Mighty Mighty Boss Tones fans to break into offices and overfill communal copiers and printers with toner. They would intentionally insert too much toner. And so the paper, when you printed something, it would just come out looking like huge fucking muscles. I don't know. I was hoping. I thought you were going to interrupt me like halfway into that.
No, I was just seeing where that went, and
God
the answer is
damn it.
nowhere.
Because they're called toners. All right.
You used like 5 different definitions.
Shut up. I can't say I was. I was a brief Boss Tone fan. I don't believe I've purchased an album since '98. So I feel your loss. Hey, I did pick up the new They Might Be Giants album last month. It's pretty good.
Hey, a great ska band.
Yeah. Yes. Oh, they're great at the ska.
Oh, hey. Speaking of them,
what's up?
I had a wild old thought pop back into my head.
What's that?
Maybe someone else can help me out there. Other TMBG fans.
I'm here.
I remember something from their website. They had posted some sort of blog post. This was years and years ago. It was a photo of them with what they called their Japanese counterparts.
Yes. I remember that. I remember that photo and I remember that caption. And I don't know who that band is.
I don't know who the band was. And now I'm trying to figure out who it was and find out about them. Why didn't I do that back in the day?
I know John Flansburgh regularly does Q&A stuff online.
Okay.
You might be able to be like, hey, do you remember this photo and this caption? Do you know who that group was? Because, I was always wondering about that.
It was like 2 girls, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember that. Wow. I thought I was the only person who remembered that.
Well, you have a dork in me. How about that?
Randy Newman. We've cracked it. Hi, folks. I'm Alex. While editing this, our 10th anniversary show, I did some digging on archive.org and found the post in question from the late 1990s. Turns out the name of the band is The Nellories. That's Neloriес, consisting of 2 members, Jun Kurihara and Kazumi Kubo. Here's a clip. I think Ray is asking listeners to call in if they know the identity of the band, but don't do that because we know it now, but do call in with other things. Back to the show.
You can leave a voicemail at 805
Yes.
NFW Talk.
That's 805-669-8255.
Yes, indeed.
Call now.
Of course, we also have email, nomorewhoppers@gmail.com.
No, hang on. Call now. Wait, no. Call now.
Press send on the phone now.
Now. There we go. Thank you.
Excuse me, and my nose seems to be running.
Better go catch it.
Oh, thanks, Dad. That's great. We're doing fine down here, Dad.
We're doing great.
All right.
We're
God,
coming
what
up.
happened to my nose? Jesus.
I can't help you with your nose.
Okay, I'm sorry. Should we wrap up?
I think so.
Anything
Let's
left?
wrap it up. I would like to ultimately transition into producing online content. But that's a conversation for another time.
All right. A podcast counts, so you've transitioned already.
Exactly. Well, I mean, also, streaming, and because after the pandemic wraps up, if I can't keep the bar going, or we'll see. It's not a pressing matter. It's just something I've acknowledged is going to happen in the next 10 years.
Yeah. Well, more and more people are quitting their jobs. Maybe some of them are becoming streamers.
That's the thing, though. Like the whole quitting your job and doing your dream, I already did that. Like,
find another one.
Now I'm post-dream. I'm in a post-dream world. But dreams change. That is true.
Dreams aren't just one at a time.
Don't let your dreams be dreams, is what we're saying.
Yes, indeed. Okay.
But yeah, bar's not going anywhere for a few years, so I wouldn't worry about it.
Okay. We'll see about that, won't we?
Bring us in, Raymond.
Until someone fires a rocket launcher at it, then what? What are you going to do then?
Dodge first.
Pop quiz, hotshot.
Dodge first, cry second.
All right, good answer. Good answer. All right. I mean, I can't argue with it.
Canadian sex secrets.
Oh, that's the episode title.
Well, that'll do it for this marker of the 10th anniversary.
We did it
of our show.
Oh, the bicentennial.
Thanks everybody for listening. You can go to our website, nomorewhoppers.com. You can find everything you need about us, possibly, especially the parts where you give us money. We have a Patreon, patreon.com/nomorewhoppers. You can pay us $1 a month to just support us, or you can pay $5 a month, pardon me, to not only get an episode.
You can't yawn while you're asking for money.
It wasn't even a yawn. It was like a pre-yawn. I didn't even fully yawn.
A pre-yawn can still get you pregnant.
Whoopsie. $5 a month on Patreon. You can be a golder subscriber as opposed to a gold subscriber for $1. You get an episode a week early, but also a shiny color on our Discord server. Find the link to our server on nomorewhoppers.com until we boost the server enough to get a custom URL. Who knows?
Yes. Hey, by the way, for our patrons, you're definitely getting the ad-free shows because that's how we do. And now that we're with the HyperX Podcast Network, I think there's going to be a couple extra ads in there for the non-patros. Is that what they're called?
Yeah.
So you're getting a better you're getting a better value, is what I'm saying. We would also like to schedule another stream for this month. I hope, Ray.
Oh yeah,
because that's part of the deal.
I mean, I did want to get back to streaming individually, but I've just been so busy this week.
We can do both. You're very busy this week, and and also I promise this year we will be doing a bonus show for patrons only. It will happen, or my name isn't Captain Planet.
I would say don't put all your stock into what Alex says. You know what will happen.
It'll do it. It'll happen. It'll do it. It'll do it. It'll happen.
Okay, you're in charge.
Good. Yes, I know. You're not going to take point. I will do the legwork. I just need you to show up and be interested.
Take point, Mr. Content Creator now.
All right.
Transition to that, you jerk. Okay, just kidding.
I made an origami crane. I made 100 to mourn this relationship.
Well, my will specifically said a parade of lanterns, so you blew it again?
Wait, your will says I have to spend the night in a haunted house?
Well, that too.
But, like, I don't even get anything. It just says I have to. Like, it's a punishment.
Yeah, well.
Why? Okay.
Lurch will be observing.
Yes!
You were just going to say yes to anything I said, huh?
Yeah.
Hey, another link on our website is to merch, but hey, I'm going to tell you, you can go directly to shop.spreadshirt.com/no-more-whoppers. You can get our Lurch merch.
There we go.
We got button stickers and shirts. No More Whoppers logo goods. Thanks a lot for visiting there.
Yes.
We're on Facebook and Twitter as No More Whoppers, but we're also on Twitter separately. I would say Alex is on Twitter as...
Hi, I'm Patui. That's Pitohui. Please also follow Bar at Critical Hits Nag.
Follow Bar.
Follow Bar. Pick up Bar. Also, you can just go to patui.org and see everything that I do. That's pitohui.org. Check it all out. Hire me for some voice stuff. I haven't gotten voice work lately. It's getting sad. I think my agency has discarded me. I need to send an angry email today.
Oh, no.
I love you, and I'll see you at home.
Oh, come on. Look at this. Check out Alex's reel. He's got this.
Little River.
Yeah, that's my
He's got
Australian.
this.
Pitohi.
Yeah.
He's got this.
The Mario Brothers.
That's all him. Check out that range.
I'll even do Japanese.
Gokudasai, kudasai.
Yeah.
Tanashimo?
It's called Nihongo.
I hung it on me wall.
Nihongo on me wall.
Oh, we're the worst.
We have to go.
Twitch.tv/RDBAAA is my Twitch channel. I'm also RDBAAA on Twitter. Not RDBA, RDBAAA. Game company's called Bipedal Dog, bipedal.dog. Play Blast Rush. Thank you very much.
.tex.
It's on sale as we record this, but not much longer.
Hey, yeah, I just got Blast Rush on my phone because last episode you made me feel like a shitty friend when you said Alex didn't buy it, and so I felt real bad. So I went to go buy it.
It was a joke.
I know, because what you meant was I guess you already gifted me a copy.
Yes.
Yeah, I didn't remember that, so I just felt like a real shitheel for a while.
Man.
And then I went to check. I'm like, I really should have Blast Rush on my phone. So I went to download it, and it's like, you already own it. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yes. Of course I was joking, because of course I'm giving my friends codes to download my game.
And me.
You silly goose.
Great.
Love you anyway.
Wait, but I was looking for DLC. Is there any DLC I can buy?
No.
Is there horse armor?
No, we got rid of that. That's because I switched it from a free-to-play game to a paid game.
Oh, okay.
Because the free-to-play horse shit was too much to deal with.
Yeah, okay.
Easier to just charge people up front.
Yes, well, thank you.
Instead of trying to be trendy.
Trendy!
All right. You all good then?
I'm good. I'm great. Thank you.
You got it on Steam too? You want that?
I'll buy it on Steam.
Okay. All right. Well then, Alex.
Hi.
Really, thanks for being a good sport that time.
And every time.
So much you would want to buy the game twice. All right.
Yes.
Hey, tell your friends too. Everybody should buy it.
Okay.
Everybody else, though, keep your nose clean and we'll see you next time. Gold subscribers, stick around till after the show. If anyone leaves the car on the other end of this plank, it'll fall into the Allegheny River.
A decade of decadence.
That's not what anger means.
Oh, shit.
Does that just mean you indulge in anger?
I should specify, every time we record, I unwrap and consume an entire Viennetta. That's what I mean when I say a decade of decadence.
Jealous.
Oh, they're great. Actually, my buddy Jason did actually see one in a Japanese supermarket and immediately bought it.
Wow, yeah. I swear to God, I must have seen like an old Japanese commercial for Viennetta.
Oh, yeah, a Japanese commercial?
I think. Like from the 70s or something. Maybe?
The taste
I don't know.
Won't forget. The flavor you won't forgive. I don't know.
I don't remember the words in the commercial.
I remember the American commercial, which was just told through hand gestures. No one wants dessert. Oh, it's Viennetta. Oh, actually, I will. Oh, actually, I want seconds.
Oh, yeah. And then, the hands thing. They used that also for Country Crock.
Yes! Narrated by Phil Pickles.
That's right.
Remember that?
I feel like you and I are the only ones who recognize that voice.
Really?
I never hear it brought up.
Oh, man. I'm good at identifying voices.
Yeah? Who's talking to you right now?
Ben Schwartz.
I'll take that.
All right.
I'm Sonic the Hedgehog.
Blorbo.
No, that's Knuckles.
Oh, sorry. Hey, everyone, it's me, Blorbo. Boy, Blorbo, you got big knuckles. Yeah, I know.
Okay, I am definitely seeing Japanese Viennetta commercials. Multiple
Really?
ones. Yes.
Hang on, play one here.
Okay. Well, now I got to play with this audio setting. But this goes as far back on this first page as 1987, 91.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Okay, let me get where. Sound mixer options. Is that what I want?
Hey, for 10 years of Nomoa, we should make this. We should have a 10-minute stinger, and this is it.
Yeah, why not?
I'm on board.
I'm on board too. I guess we're both on board.
Yeah.
All right, let's
get
see
on
here.
my plane. Air Force fun.
Let's start with 87.
1987?
アイスクリームより美味しい。チョコレートより美味しい。ウィーン風アイスクリームケーキビエネッタ。ミニサイズ新発売。
By Eskimo.
Wow.
This might be
音を立てて美味しさが広がります。ケーキみたいなアイスクリーム。ビエネッタ。
By Eskimo.
Oh, 84?
Wow.
Maybe it was the same one.
What? We were 1 year old each.
Yeah, it's the same one.
音を立て
Here's one that looks newer.
Here's one narrated by Atsugiri Jason.
Don't give him ideas.
Wait.
Oh, this is not a commercial. It's just a
The
YouTuber.
hell? That was Animal Crossing music.
Yep, it's just a YouTuber.
Just eating a Viennetta?
Yeah, self-described OL.
Whoa. Ooh.
Yeah, just some straight-faced young woman eating a
I can see how that's
Viennetta.
a popular channel. All right.
Sure. All right, 91. This has got a group of women.
お待ちかねのビエネッタすごく美味しいチョコが好きバニラも
They're singing along with the commercial.
おつむに響く癖になったら困るのさねえ残り誰食べんの？もう一切れ欲しい
Oh, they clash spoons.
Oh no!
イグロから
Oh, different manufacturer.
アイスクリーム
Okay, same one. Sorry, these videos are auto-playing.
Or distributor, I guess?
Yeah.
Huh. Wait, who was singing over that? Was that part of the commercial?
It's hard to tell. There was like a tune and like the women were like softly singing with it, but
Sure.
yeah, hard to tell.
Wow. Why don't we do a Viennetta commercial?
All right.
All right. Hey, Ray, what you got there?
It's Viennetta.
Hand it over.
Okay, please don't hurt me.
Viennetta, the crime you can forgive. Wow, one take.
Yeah. Oh boy, a lot more YouTuber results of people eating one.
Yeah, is that what mukbang is?
Basically, yeah.
Okay.
Mukbang is a bit more extreme. It's usually like people eating like the whole suite of a menu. you know?
A whole cow. Okay.
Everything at McDonald's sort of shit.
Ugh.
That's what it turned into anyway. This is...
Are we obligated to do one of those for Burger King?
No, we don't do that shit anymore.
Oh,
we dropped that Burger King bullshit. Remember when it was like, oh, Alex is coming over. We better go to Burger King because we're the Burger King podcast. Oh, I'm going to buy the bacon ice cream, but Alex wasn't aware I was going to buy it and I wanted him to eat it. And now he's going to get mad at me. Oh, boy. Isn't that funny, everybody? No, we don't need to do that.
I still had a pleasant dinner with you.
It was lunch.
Is that okay? Oh, shit. I was jet lagged.
Yeah, true. This is a weird, I guess, phone video of a Viennetta factory.
What the fuck?
They're showing Viennetta getting made in a factory.
You're not just playing phone audio on this podcast.
Sorry.
Right, that's nothing. That's garbage.
I didn't mean to do that.
Get it out of here.
It's out.
Print out the waveform and put it in the garbage.
Well, that's even more wasteful.
Shut up. Yeah, I know.
Anyway, that's a little bit of unwrapped there.
With Mark Summers.
Yeah.
He just came up on the Discord. He just joined the Discord.
Oh, wow.
No, that'd be
Let's all
pretty
say
great.
hi.
Yeah. Hi, Mr. Summers.
Here's, I think, several. Oh, yeah, this is a commercial compilation, but Viennetta's included. Yeah, one of those.
Play it.
Oh, it seems to all be chocolate treats is this compilation.
Yes.
Or related. No, there's... Okay, well, not really, but most of it. Wait, what? Oh, god damn it. Sorry, I got hoodwinked. It's just a fucking slideshow.
Just a slideshow of Viennettas?
Yeah, it's like someone's fucking presentation about old commercials.
Oh, I thought it was like a Viennetta collector's slideshow of like a Viennetta from my 12th
some Japanese
birthday.
person was like, oh, remember
Viennetta
this chocolate?
From Valentine's Day, 1988.
Remember this Choco?
I want there now to be a Japanese dessert blog just called Remember This Choco?
Do you know Choco?
I'm dying, Squirtle. Do you know Hatsune Choco?
A Tyrannosaurus Rex.
Let me ask you
that's
something.
Fun. What?
Do you know Hatsune Miku?
Yes.
All right.
What does this have to do with Domino's Pizza, sir?
We got a campaign.
What? You what?
Shin Campaignu? I don't know. I'm just the guy they hired with Hatsune Miku.
Yeah, that wasn't like the actual president of Domino's, was it?
It absolutely was. That was very believable.
Was it really? Okay. Yo, there's a new Domino's ad on YouTube. They have like this every year or so. They have a new New York style pizza.
Yes.
And it opens with it's like the first 10 seconds is like very clearly gaijin who lives in Japan hired to pretend to be New York pizza chef.
Oh no.
And he's got like a piece shoving a pizza in your face, and he's standing in the middle of a restaurant, and there's like diners behind him eating pizza, and he just shows this pizza to the camera, and like you can barely hear him under the Japanese narration.
Yeah,
but he's speaking English, and I've seen that ad dozens of times on YouTube, so I know that I'm pretty sure what he is saying is just, "Hey, you want some New York pizza?" And very much under the Japanese narration. But it's like, I don't buy him as a New York pizza chef because he looks like very skinny, just gaijin in Japan with like a gray beard. Like you can quote me on this. This is a provable fact. There is no pizza chef in New York under 250 pounds.
I understand. Yeah.
This is a truth that we live by. It
Love
is the
Mets.
foundation of our society.
Yeah. All right. I found a new Viennetta commercial from 98.
What? Go.
This is, for some reason, they described it as played during Dr. Slump, but there's no Dr. Slump in this video.
What? I think it means played during a Dr. Slump commercial break.
Yeah, I know, but they didn't include any part of that episode or anything. It's just the commercial.
That's in a separate file.
But why is that relevant if it's not shown in the video?
Because it's extra detail.
It says Dr. Slump Takeo. It's like, okay, fine, cool.
How about take your shit elsewhere?
Yes. Anyway, here we go.
Okay.
Ice cream.
Chocolate.
Ice cream.
Chocolate.
美味しさ重ねたラグジュアリーなデザートアイスクリームビエネッタ
I think it's just
By
supposed to be
Eskimo.
supposed to be an Italian couple or something.
Oh,
I believe so.
That's pretty good.
So I found another compilation that's basically no, fuck. I missed it. I clicked the wrong one.
What?
Oh no, it's a playlist. Excuse me. Someone made a playlist of ice cream commercials. Isu commercial. That's not it. That's a YouTube ad. All right. No.
Is that Budget Randy Newman? No.
It's time to freshen up and dress like a person.
上にすぎた恋の話してくれた日あんな眩しそうな顔見たことがなかった泣き出しそうな方を今日も良い子でした雪印バニラブルー
Vanilla Blue Tuesdays
That's
on USA.
Cute.
どうも昨日
Oop, well, that's
What? Is it?
I had another
Sounds
tab running. Jesus Christ! Someone else is
God.
fucking. Someone playing.
Speaking of tab, crack one open because this episode is still going. I think we can call
we
it.
did
here.
our
Thanks
10
for
minutes. Okay.
Thanks for listening to our 10 minutes stinger. Thanks for listening to 10 years of Omo.
All right, one more to play us out.
All right.
Haagen-Dazs, strawberry, vanilla, macadamia nuts, cookies and cream. Try something new. She already has.
ハーゲンダッツコーヒー新発売でプレゼント
Good night, everybody.
Good night. Go out, eat some Vienna. It means Little Vienna.
Go ahead.
No, we're good. That's good. All right, we can start segment 2 now.
All right.